Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got a very special show. Man, this is something I've been waiting for a long time. I'm excited to share this with you, man. Today, this episode is going to be special. We got one of my really good friends, especially he hasn't been on the internet much lately. I'm excited that he's finally making his return and he's using victory talk as a way to do it. Let's start the show. Yeah. You know what it is. This is another episode of Victory Talk. This is episode 165. My fault. I'm so excited. I'm fucking up. Right. We got a special guest today and we're going to jump right into it. We're not going to fuck around today. Right. But first, we just got to do the sponsors real quick. And then we're going to jump into our special guest. All right. So there's two sponsors for this show. Oh, no, there's one sponsor. Nima, we only got one sponsor today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. So the sponsor for today's show is a product that Nima and I have been working on for quite some time. Nima, when he flew all the way to Iran, his hometown, in order to get it developed, because some of the testing was not legal in the United States. Thanks a lot, Biden. If we would have waited, you know, we could have did it, but whatever. All right. So this product, this is a big problem. There's a big problem, epidemic, where a lot of men, successful men, they're getting taken down by these thots. So that's why we developed this product called Thot Repellent. This is the easy to apply spray that keeps the hoes away. It's genetically engineered to only affect the DNA of thots, sluts, hoes, stank hoes, Jezebels, skanks, skeezers, and hood rats. Good women, though, they'll just be like, man, you smell delicious. What is that aroma? And you'll be like, stop repelling, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have pre-orders available. by Christmas time, right? With your help, right? All of your super chats go towards development for Thot Repellent. We want to get this in the hands of men across the world. Because once you really start balling, shot calling, making moves, getting money, the thot's going to be all over you, right? You're going to be every woman's dream, man. Especially if you're watching this podcast where we talk about building your money, muscle, and mindset. You got all three, right? And these hoes gonna be all over you. You got to keep them away. And you know what I'm saying? It's these, you don't want to be one of these dorks who's like, oh, how do I get more girls? No. You watching this show, your problem gonna be too many girls. No, your problem's gonna be, how do I get rid of all these bitches? No mas chicas, por favor, para mí. No mas culo. Too much. Thot Repellent. All right. All your super chats go towards development for Thot Repellent. We're going to get this in the hands of everyone, of the men who need it. Now, whatever the FDA says, I got to list the side effects of Thot Repellent. And there's only a few. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but there are some Side effects. Side effects include, but are not limited to, itchy nipples, sleep breakdancing, negative affirmations, Gaza Strip tease, Puerto Rican work ethic, violent wet dreams, and Kanye West Nile disease. All right. But don't worry about it. Small price to pay to keep the thoughts away. All right. So let's get into it. All your super chats are going to go towards developing for thought repellent. If it doesn't come out by Christmas, it's your fault because you didn't give enough super chats. So you can blame yourselves. All right. Listen, guys, I don't want to fuck around too much. All right. I want to get right into it. We got a special guest. This man is no, you don't want to do that. That's a prototype, brother. You don't want to do that, brother.
Talk about a man that needs it.
Yeah, no, you need. I know you need. That's why we go. Listen, help this brother out. This is a man who needs thought repellent more than anyone. More than anyone. He's like 6'7", freakishly tall, handsome, can play the guitar, sing. He took the internet by storm, but whatever reason, he had to leave YouTube for a little while, but now he's back, man. All right, multi-millionaire, super successful. Justin Waller, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic,
bro. I was about to like,
you need to bathe in that shit, brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you.
You know what? Though I'm gonna get you off the ground, man. I'm gonna order me a pallet of this.
Yeah, you're gonna listen. Yeah, it's gonna listen, man. Yeah. If anyone needs it, it's you. But you're gonna have to bathe in it, maybe spray it around the perimeter.
I might should be your first influencer for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
repellent.
Yeah.
Keep the hose away.
Keep the hose away. Yeah. Too many hoes, man.
Too many hoes, man. I spray my Instagram inbox with this?
Yeah, I think Nima's been working on that, so okay. It works digitally.
Yeah, so I can just spray the phone.
You can spray the phone, and then like the thoughts will stay out of it.
Man,
yeah.
Man, people really need to take advantage of this. This
Come on,
is groundbreaking.
Man. Not every guy needs it, man.
Yeah,
but the guys who like consume your content, yeah. They're gonna need it, right? Because
for the guys that don't need it, I can keep their girlfriends out of my inbox.
Exactly. So it helps everyone. Everyone's. There's no losers.
And you know I'm a philanthropist.
You ain't got to tell me, brother.
Man, I already.
What's been going on, man?
Man, just I had two surgeries. We've been trying to do this for a couple weeks now. I had a couple surgeries last week. Not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Come back strong. Yeah. Not worried about it. I got released today to start therapy again.
Okay.
So for my shoulder, had a little shoulder replacement.
You got a new shoulder?
Got a new one.
You kept getting surgeries, man.
I've had 8
surgeries.
One shoulder.
Fuck, how much did you spend? You spent a lot of money on
man, I'm deep in it. I quit counting, man. My goal is to get where I can work out.
Yeah, I feel like they should have, for the amount of money you spend, they probably should have just gave you the Winter Soldier.
Maybe so.
You know what I'm saying? You should have just got the Winter Soldier shit.
Man, I have no idea. But you know what? We back in action now. Yeah. Nothing can slow me down.
Come on, man.
You got to be doing victory talks and going to see your boy, having dinner, eating steak.
Let's get it. We've been kicking it, man, hanging out. Yeah, you moved to Miami now, right?
Full time. I'm in the building.
Come on, man. Let's go.
I'm in the building. Best city in the best country. It's the best city in the world right now.
I think so, man. Yeah. I think everybody's talking about everybody be hyping up Dubai and shit.
Nah, Dubai can't. Nah.
Maybe if you like if you were British or some shit, because they don't have to pay taxes.
You could get the taxes, but as an American,
you still got to pay taxes.
You still got to pay taxes. So if you're from UK, you can set up shop in Gibraltar and get out of that, you know, and
stay a citizen.
Yeah, and stay a citizen. But I mean, what are you going to do? You know, denounce citizenship in the greatest country that ever fucking was. Yeah, damn right. Everybody wants to talk shit about America, bro.
Nah, man,
you need to check the scoreboard because it's a blowout.
Back-to-back World War champs.
Yeah, so
back-to-back.
Yeah, anybody
don't make us go for the 3.
Yeah, man. Look, man, look, they don't even want to show up, man. It's like you know, like when you're playing ball in high school. Mm-hmm. And then the other team gets off the bus and you're like, damn, that's some grown ass men.
Yeah.
We got 10 buses of that, man. Our military.
Come on, man.
You know, everybody follows everything we do. America is the GOAT.
Come on, man.
So, and it's a good time to be.
And it's about to get even better. Are you excited about the new regime coming?
Excited. I was doing everything in my power to push it to get to where it is, man. I voted for him in 2016. I said, I've never been more proud of my country than that night in 2016. And today, standing here in 2024, not only am I proud, I'm excited.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the fact that not only did we get Trump in the White House, but we also took the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
Normally there's bureaucracy. So the guy can want to do well all he wants. Yeah. But then there's that back and forth and the lobbying. And you give me this, I give you that. I think some things are going to get pushed through very solidly. I think that Donald Trump has the respect of foreign leaders. And everybody knows that he's not afraid to use the biggest stick that the world yields, and that is our military. Now, nobody wants to go to war.
Nobody wants to go to war.
But, you know, people talk as if the wars that we're in right now would be happening if he would have been in office. And I think that they wouldn't. A lot of times it's strength that can create peace. And I think he offers that. Yeah. And another thing I think that he offers that is very different than most leaders is that he'll go sit down with them. Say, hey, look, man, let's work this out. Yeah. You know, but he also leaves that tone of, I hope we can work it out, because if we can't, then I'm gonna have to go ahead.
You know what it
drop
is.
The boom.
You already know what it is.
I think he's great for it. I think his support is great. What he's put together with, you know, RFK and Vance and Elon and Ramaswamy, dude, it's gonna not only be good for the next 4 years, but I think there's gonna be a legacy of handing it down, especially as we get rid of wokeism. And that gets less and less popular. And those voices get more and more quiet. And then we go to common sense and what works for everybody. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen. And I think in the next 4 years will be the greatest money-making opportunity in our careers.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. What do you think that the listeners need to do to start taking advantage of that? What are some things or some things you're doing to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to present themselves over the next 4 years?
Well, it's just like we talked about before. It's like, regardless of who the president is, I'm going to do the same things.
We'll win no matter what.
Right. I'm going to win no matter what. So it's just back to paying attention. What I think is really going to change in this time is exactly what we were talking about in the kitchen, which is people's emotions. They felt like they didn't have hope. Yeah. And now they feel like they have hope. That's a powerful
People
emotion.
are excited. Yeah.
People are excited. And hope turns into belief, and belief can turn into action.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then when the atmosphere is set up for that, you know, he's going to put tax breaks on business owners. Yeah. He's going to give us that. We'll probably get 100% depreciation back.
Come on.
He'll probably, you know, do what he has to do to make sure that business owners like you and myself continue to hire. Yeah. This is not just about entrepreneurs. You know, a lot of millionaires come out from working at places. In fact, that's a fact. More. You know, the risk is larger for the entrepreneur.
Man, the risk and the pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we take on all the pressure.
Yeah. Right? And you also take all the problems as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. All the problems. Every problem is your problem.
Exactly. And it's normally the ugly problem that your employees that are trying their best can't solve. So you get the most shit problems. Yeah. And you get all their problems. That's right.
Right. You know what I'm
saying? The ones they cannot solve.
Yeah. Somebody motherfucking uncle dies, he's got to take off to go to the funeral. Right. That's your problem as well. That's the business problem. You got to find a way to come up with him. You didn't tell his uncle to smoke all them years, right? But he's dying, right? And maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but you got to solve those problems. You know what I'm saying? One of your employees, you know,
same thing with spouses. You can't just hire a guy. You hired him and his spouse.
That's a fact.
You know, like one thing we try to do a lot of is send the wives flowers or get their nails done on their birthday.
Is that right?
Yeah, because think of it like this. It's like, when it comes time for me to send a foreman to a job site to be out of town for 3 to 6 months, I need her on my team.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
That's high level game. They don't teach that in business school.
No. and so the point is that I need her to know that I'm invested in their family too. Yeah. That way, when it's kind of a toss up, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah. I've even flown wives to jobs on company bill to make sure that they're good, because you know people try to separate business and work. The truth is no, because if he gets in a fight with his wife or his head's uneasy about being gone too long or whatever that may be, if you think that doesn't affect your bottom dollar, you've lost your mind,
bro. Yeah. Every time one of my sales guys, their numbers start to slip, I usually get on the one-on-one with them, and it's always 9 times out of 10, it's a problem he's having with his wife or his girlfriend. This one guy, his sales, he was one of the best, and his sales started to plummet, right? And I was like, yo, what's going on? He was telling me, I was like, what's going on with you and your wife? He's like, blah, blah, blah. And I have like I know all the wives like love languages. If you read the book, and I was like, all right. So I remember when we talked before, your wife's love language is quality time. Man, when last time you went on a date with her, man? He's like, ah, man, September, and it was motherfucking February. And I was like, oh man, she ain't tripping, brother. You fucking up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You know what you're supposed to do to make her happy, right? So I was like, all right. So I made him get in his calendar and start planning out date nights. Right. Next, you know, sales start going up. You know,
his mind's right.
His mind's right. He's stressed out.
That's the biggest way to distract a man, right there. I mean, a broken heart. Or frustration, or distrust, or whatever those things, man, that'll slow a guy down. Yeah. So a lot of times people don't think certain things are their responsibility. Motherfucker, everything is your responsibility.
Everything's your responsibility.
So you're up here, and you have to be able to look down at the chessboard and everything involved in it, and take accountability for everything. Everything.
Yep.
And when you can do that, and then be there for your guy, like you were saying, it moves mountains, because he knows that the next place he goes, or if he were to leave, he's not going to get that kind of care. Yeah. You know, not like what you did. Yeah. Not keeping him right.
That's right.
Not making sure that his situation at home, just by evaluating it from a third party.
Or even giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe like motherfuckers might just fire him, or you fucking up, get out of here.
Right.
You know?
But you know what, man, I'm not even, you know, I'm going to tweet this. I was sitting next to a guy the other day in a public place. And I was listening to him discuss and brag about how he fired somebody. And I wrote a tweet about it. And basically what I said was, you should never brag about firing somebody, because it means you failed. Yeah. That means that you not only picked them, but you were unable to train them and set them up to be successful. Yeah. And for that reason, you have failed. It should break your heart to fire somebody. 100%. 1000%.
I got sent to military school. I never was in the military, but I got sent to military high school, and you know, they would put us in charge of other kids as we, you know, different ranks. And one thing they always told me, man, he said, there's no bad followers. There's only bad leaders.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. What they said.
That's right.
Yeah, I used to, man, firing people is probably the thing I struggle with most as an entrepreneur. Like, it's difficult, you know.
It's not easy. Yeah, it's like especially if you care about them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like shooting your dog.
Like I failed. Yeah, exactly.
You failed, and not only have you failed training them. And look, I've been here, man. I've been here.
Yeah, you have to fire.
Like, I've been upset. Yeah. So like, the problem is, at a minimum, you put them in the wrong seat. Yeah. At a minimum, you've done that, and then you did not either manage them or train them to set them up to be graceful. Your job as a leader is to set them up to be graceful. Yeah. So for any individual to sit there and brag about how they fired a guy is actually not the way to go about it. It's a wrong lens to look like. Do you need that power? My guys know I don't want to fire them. Yeah. I don't feel the need to wield my power on. They know I can fire them. Yeah. I actually don't want to fire them. Nah. It's more like, hey, bro, I need you to tie off on the roof. Yeah. Because if you fall and die, I have to tell not only your wife, but our insurance goes up. And we have 200 more families that I have to be accountable for. So if I have to fire you, it's because I had to put the rest of the group in front of your inability to be responsible with this trust that I've given you. Yeah. Well,
something you said that was really important. You said that you might have put him in the wrong position. And I think like that. I have an employee who's, I'm not going to say his or her name. I want to keep it anonymous, but okay, I got to say he was in the I used to think, man, is this motherfucker retarded? Like, but I knew he was talented, but it was, I had him in the wrong position. I moved him to a different position, and he excelled immediately. Right. You know,
it's funny you say that. The first thing I do when I think I might have to let somebody go, is identify whether I could put them somewhere else. Because oftentimes, if they're a fit, they show up, they're honest, and they have good intention, then maybe it makes sense to try to replace them. Yeah. And I'm not talking about replace them. I'm talking about pick them up and place them somewhere else.
Replace. Yeah. Place them somewhere else.
Yeah. Replace them. Yeah. Just as an effort. Now, if that happens twice, normally that's when I go ahead and cut them loose. Yeah. Because they're struggling or whatever it may be. But I will never get an ego boost from firing somebody.
No, it's
the ultimate failure as a leader. I hate it, and it should be looked at that way.
If you're like a basketball coach and you got the five 6'2" guy playing center.
Right.
And he sucks.
1000%.
That's not his fault.
Yeah. He should be the water boy.
Yeah. Or even the 6-foot guard, right? You know, like if you made Steph Curry play center, he would suck, right?
Absolutely.
Instead of being one of the best, he would suck, right? Because the coach was wrong, not because he was wrong.
I agree. Couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. What are some things you're doing to place yourself in a position to succeed under the Trump administration?
Man, well, you know, I'm going to buy more real estate.
Buy more real estate for sure. Why? What is about real estate that's so exciting to you now in particular?
Well, I think that the rates are going to drop.
Yeah.
But I also believe that the tax laws are going to stay beneficial. So I catch the depreciation when I buy a property.
Yeah.
So if we're making money in business 1, 2, and 3, and I buy real estate and the real estate cash flows.
Yeah.
But also I get to do a cost segregation study that could give me a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 tax break. But if that passes my income from the property, I can take the remaining. Let's say I have a $700,000 tax break based off a cost depreciation study on a property, and that property cash flow $200,000.
Okay,
right. So $700,000 minus 200, so no taxes there, and I take that $500,000 and I put it on one of my other businesses or a collection of the other businesses on my personal tax return. So I get that tax break and pay $500,000 less in taxes on those other properties. So it offsets income, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just one way. You know, there's obviously the cash flow. There's obviously that the people that are getting up and going to work every day are paying your debt off. And also inflation over time pays your debt off. You know, so there are many, many ways that real estate can help you. And one of my favorite ways is actually depreciation because, man, it's free money.
It's free money.
It's free money, man. So I love the business, but my background is construction real estate. I'm doing this online thing, but you know, you got to stick to your roots sometimes too. So it's just in me, man. I was telling somebody the other day, it's like, I'm itching to go to a job site. Man, I might start building houses around here or something. Like just do something. So I can pull up on a job and be like, bullshit, put that over here. Get his ass. Tell him to hit the fucking schedule. QC, safety. It's in me.
I can tell when because I've talked to you about real estate or I've been around when you would talk to other people about real estate. I can tell you love it. You get excited, man.
Yeah, man.
That's dope that you found something that you really love. And so you got real estate. What else are you going to be doing to take advantage?
Real estate, still construction. For sure.
Okay. That's your main business, right?
Yeah, those two businesses are my main businesses. But again, it goes back to you should be operating as if the president's not in your favor. So it's going to be more of what I've been doing, but I think those efforts will yield more.
It'll be more advantageous now.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to that. One thing I'm also looking forward to is that if he does in fact drop the rate, if the rates do come down, if old Jerome gets in there and he's like, hey, let's drop the rates.
Come on, Jay.
Well, I have a lot of my deals that cash flowed structured at around 8%. They're still 10 caps because a lot of them are trailer parks. But if he drops those rates, I'm going to refi. And that's really where I'm going to. So right now, let's say you have a property and it's cash flowing, and these are just going to be round numbers. An example. Let's say this cash flowing $20,000 a month. Well, that debt service, when you drop down a point or two, dude, that could go up another $5-10 grand. It's a major swing. People think it's just 1 point. But it's 1 point on $5 million or just whatever it is, you know, just using round numbers. And I'm really excited about that. Because I know I've been growing equity. I know people have been scared. The last couple of years have not been buying. I've been able to structure deals with some owner financing, raising money, you know, kind of creating a way to get creative and get these deals done when people are scared. Because the rates are high, which means the price has to come down for me to be able to buy it. Sorry, Mr. Owner. Or you could hold the financing for me IO for 5 years. And I'm just waiting for it to drop to around, you know, 6, you know, 6.5. I'm check out, pay them out. And then we just moving again. And the cash flow goes up. You know, so it'll be things like that I'll do. You know, I don't really like to brag about how much money I'm making on a deal. I feel like that, you know, whatever. I like to brag about how I structured the deal to get it done. You know, I think that's the beautiful part about real estate is that if you educate yourself enough on it, you can find all of these different ways to make a deal that might not would have worked just straight up work.
Yeah.
By getting creative around the financing, around the partnerships, around the capital stack and how you raise the money and make things happen that wouldn't otherwise happen.
Yeah.
So that's how we do it.
How long you been doing real estate?
Real estate. So I bought my first property was a duplex. I bought it in 2014. Now it didn't come as a duplex. It came as a single family home that had this shed attached to it that the guy had built around it. Yeah. It just had some tools and a big stack of Playboys in it. And it wasn't roughed in. So the first thing I did is I went in the back, busted a hole in the concrete, tied in a plumbing line to the trunk line of the house that went back to the city, built a little like stand so I could put a toilet and a shower there. Okay. And I ripped all the appliances out of the main house, put it in the back, got that thing rented. It rents for like $950 right now. Yeah. And then I'll rent the front out. That house cash flows $800-900 a month. Wow. You still own that place? I still own it. I got 3.6% interest on that house. I bought it at 165. It now appraises as well over 250. And they don't even know that it's a duplex. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. So it was slick, man. I'm proud of that deal. I bought one of those Airstreams and I put it in the backyard. Okay. I'm about to put an Airbnb back there. I'm going to call it glamping in the hood. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's glamping in the neighborhood. So I'm going to call it glamping in the hood on Airbnb because it's in one of those neighborhoods where it's like you see the yoga pants and the coffee shops and people walking and moving. It's like a garden district type neighborhood. Okay. And so people just love to be there. So I'm trying to squeeze every penny I can out of that bitch. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what's up. So I'm like, and I think that's what I like about real estate the most. I love to be creative and I like to treasure hunt. Okay. You know, and I have a curiosity of how I can get things done where other people couldn't. And I like to do that through competency because it makes me feel intelligent. Right. And I get to share the story and I get to share the knowledge. That's why we're pushing Allies so hard, man. These guys are joining Allies left and right on these wholesaling deals. And they're running their mailers. And sometimes they'll send something in and they're like, this deal doesn't work. And I'm like, hey, bro. That's a double lot. You could wholesale the house, subdivide it, and build another one and make about 150 grand. And they're like, shit. What is Allies? Yeah, man. So Allies is where we're teaching guys. So in real estate, you got fast, medium, and slow money. Okay. Fast money is like flipping and wholesaling. Medium money would be like developing a single family home. Okay. And slow money is me buying apartment buildings and mobile home parks that over time make you very wealthy. Yeah. But the fast money comes first because most people are in a position where they have a 9-to-5. They've either watched HGTV or they've heard Robert Kiyosaki or they've heard me or Kenny Mack or anybody talk about the power of real estate. They want to get in. Yeah. Well, the best way to get in is to start small and grow into it. Now, I agree with Grant Cardone on buy 32 units. Okay. I get that. Yeah. I'm with you, bro. No problem. Yeah. But in the beginning, everybody ain't got 32 unit money. They ain't got 32 unit money, but the way to get 32 unit money is to get some fast money. Okay. And flipping's great. Wholesaling is better. Okay. And the reason is because when you flip a house, you get into construction and construction's messy. Most people don't understand it and certainly don't know how to manage the contractor. Yeah. Now, I will be teaching construction at some point. But for now, if these guys can get in there and start making some fast money. Our average flip wholesale for the students is around 30-40 grand a lick. Ooh. So if you can just get one deal under your belt, profit? Taste that blood one time, it'll change your life and never go back. I never forget, man. I did a house and I must have been 26. I flipped this house. And I didn't make a whole bunch of money. I must have made like 25 grand. Yeah. It changed me mentally. I'm like, man, I'll never work for anybody again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't that hard. Right. Put some bandit signs out, talk to some people on the phone, get the sale, get the deal done. It changed me. You know, and I just want as many people as possible, men or women, to taste that. Yeah. Taste that one time and think about how long you worked to get that deal done. Yeah. And then look at that check. And then go to the bank, put that thing in your bank account, feel that moment when that teller sees you put 40 grand in your bank account in one lick. Yeah. You know, walk outside after that closing, breathe that shit in, cowboy, because that shit's real. Yeah. And it could be done again and again and again. And that's what Allies is about, is creating a system that if all they do is follow it,
Yeah.
They will be successful. That's all they have to do is follow it.
Yeah.
Just don't quit. And eventually that phone is going to ring. Let's say it's 2 months in and you fuck around and make $30,000 to $50,000 and just sitting down at a table, signing something in some blue ink. It'll change how you think about the world.
Yo, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But how can people find out more information about that?
Hit me up on Instagram.
Hit my man up because we'll put
Send
the
me a
link
message,
in the
allies on Instagram. Yeah.
You know, Justin Waller, man. You guys know Justin. You know what
Y'all
I'm
know
saying? That's what's up, man. I think we got a super chat. Somebody wants to ask you a question, and Novia, my girlfriend, is gonna read it. All right, what's up? My fault.
Live?
What's up? They can put the super chat and then Shorty will read it. Maybe. Unless Myron was right about. Looks like she's having some technical difficulties on her end. Go ahead, Nima. Can you read it?
Yep. Ketosis makes the hose drip.
Oh, it's hose drip. What up, homie?
Yep. Two goats in the building met Justin Waller at the barber in Sunny Isle a while back. The Dominican on the keto. Keep up the great work, G's.
Oh, that's what's up. This guy's the only Dominican on keto, man. The first one ever, man. He's breaking the glass ceiling.
Leaking my barbershop, man.
All right, Justin, I want to ask you about something.
What's
man.
up, man? Hit me.
Every time I see you, up until the surgery, every time I saw you, you had on one of these sharp suits, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the background, how you got in the suits, maybe why you wear them all the time? You know, because it looks super fly, and it's kind of like your brand now.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Yeah, it's just like anything else, man. It happens slowly over time. I remember being a little boy. I saw a businessman one time wearing a suit. And I'm like, I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
But I knew he was about some business.
Yeah, he's about some business.
Yeah. And so I was like, man, one day I'm gonna be a businessman.
Mm.
And the route took me through construction. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But you can't really pull up to job wearing one of these.
No, I would imagine not. Yeah.
It wouldn't even go well.
Yeah, I've done some construction in my life.
They wouldn't take it well.
No.
But I always loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was building my construction company, I would go to Burlington Coat Factory and buy a suit for like $150.
Yeah.
And there was a sweet little black lady about, I don't know, 90 pounds named Miss Patan. Miss Patan thought I was just the most handsome son of a bitch on the planet.
Yes, she did.
And she was right. And she would cut my suits for me. And I'd go see her and then we'd adjust them.
She would tailor it for you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. She worked in Burlington, but she had like her own little shop, this Patan.
Okay, got it.
And I go see her and I just love the way I felt in the suit. And you know how they say the uniform, you look good, you feel good, you play good.
Yeah.
And I remember from ball wanting like I roll my sleeves up and tuck them in. You know how you tape them? Tape them. Yeah. I didn't care how bad it pinched my arm.
Rip it up.
Yeah. And then your boy will tape it for you and then roll it. Yeah. So like you look good, you feel good, you play good.
Mm-hmm.
So the construction company started to gain success. Mm-hmm. And about that time I joined the War Room.
Okay.
And it's definitely part of our culture in the War Room to dress well.
Yeah, Tristan's always in the suit.
Tristan's always on it.
And Andrew's not always in suits. So a lot of time he doesn't have a shirt on. But
right.
Tristan always has a suit on.
Half the time Andrew's naked.
Yeah.
But Tristan, for the most part, has a suit on. Up. So, it was good for that. It was a big part of the culture in the War Room.
Yeah.
And then about that time I started the online thing. And so
you mean like building a following and go social media and all that stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I know I have to burp, but it's just
man,
it's
all good, man. It's live, man.
Yeah,
it's
live, whatever.
Yeah.
So I started doing the podcast. I was wearing a suit then.
Yeah.
And man, honestly, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
You look good. Just putting a suit on, I think will make it, if you feel the way I feel about it. And I think a lot of people feel about it. If you feel like you're about it and people treat you like you're about it,
they treat you different.
That phone, like it's easier to pick up that phone and make that extra phone calls because you're suited up for it. Yeah. And I think that's really important. And then to be quite honest with you, yes, it has become a part of my brand. Yeah. But it's a part of my brand that I love.
Yeah. No, I think it's dope.
I think that people underestimate just how powerful your wardrobe can be,
bro,
in your life.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like putting that Superman cape on. Let me go in this booth real quick, you know,
yeah,
throw some cufflinks on, make sure all this shit's locked in. You know, I pay a lot of attention to it. And it's not because of anything other than it makes me feel good.
It makes you feel different the way you present yourself.
1000%.
But it also has an effect on other people. You know, if you read one of my favorite books is Influence by Robert Cialdini, and he cites how powerful like suits in general are, but just dress is like a whole part of it about attire. And it's the I think it's the chapter on authority, or it might have been the chapter on status. Yeah. But anyway, he cited a study where they would have this guy, and he would cross the street dressed like a regular guy. He would cross the street at a red light, and not many people will cross with him. You know, sometimes when people cross the street,
they wouldn't follow him.
But when they put the same motherfucker in the suit, and like way more people would walk with him. So on some subconscious shit,
right?
You know,
right? And it's natural. Yeah. And why not take that advantage?
Why not
give
yourself every advantage you can have?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like a lot of people, they might get to a certain place in their life and they stop looking for advantages. Not me. Not me. If you tell me I can pick up 1% tomorrow, by doing one little thing, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because if you get 1% here, 1% there, you get
adds up
10 things to give you 1%. Now you're 10% better.
Hell yeah,
you know that makes a big difference.
Really, really fast. So I'm constantly reading books, and I'm constantly trying to figure out better ways to do the online thing. I mean, me and you talk about it all the time. Man. If you can catch that 1% somewhere, do it, even if it's in here. Yeah, because if it's in here, you will manifest it to be real.
That's a fact, brother.
Your body goes where your mind takes it. You know, your reality goes where your mind takes it. So if I'm putting this on every day and having to look myself in the eye, and I look like where I'm going, then I'm going there.
Yeah, it's not even fake it till you make it. It's more like be it till you believe it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because when you believe it, you have hope. It's real. You believe it. It's action.
That's the same thing.
It creates action.
That's what the homie Jesus was saying all the time. Man. If you have enough, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you know nothing would be impossible to you.
That's
you can move mountains. You know what I'm
saying?
That's it. And sometimes your attire makes you believe in yourself more.
It should, and it should. Yeah, it really, really should. So it's definitely something that's worth investing in and spending time on. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think people don't really hear enough about style. They hear about how to do it. Yeah, but you have to understand it takes a commitment of time and effort to actually get it done. That suit's not going to fit you right the first time.
No,
you know. This is a new tie.
I was looking at that tie. It's fly. It's a
Versace tie. I wore it just for you.
It's a Versace tie.
Yeah, it's first time. Louis. No, it is Louis. My bad. Yeah, I don't wear this shit.
Yeah,
somebody bought me this tie.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, I've never worn it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna wear it for Brandon's show because I know Brandon likes that stuff. So but it takes time to get your pants right, or get the taper down just how you want it to hit. You know, because some guys like to go high water, some guys want to do socks. I want to be classically handsome, you know, timeless. Yeah, but it takes time, and it has to match who you are, and you have to feel good in it, and it has to be authentically you all the way.
100%. It's got to be you.
Yeah, it's got to be you, because when that happens, that comes off of you. Yeah. So the confidence comes off of you. And just in the small things, I've said before on podcasts, it's like somebody has asked me, why are you so dressed up? And I looked at that person and said, brother, we're wearing the same outfit. It's the tailoring. It's making sure it fits you a certain way. It's making sure you feel good in it, making sure that like the smallest details are taken care of. Like you'll never see me wearing a gold watch and silver cuffs. Like this, any watch I wear, the cufflinks and the tie clip will match.
Come on, man.
The secondary color will match. Yeah. You have to look at these things because these are the things that people are noticing.
It's subconscious, even on a subconscious level.
Yeah. You know, like, this person is very well put together. Yeah. And what does that tell them? It tells them, hey, this person takes themselves seriously. This person sees themselves at a certain level.
Yeah. He holds himself to a standard.
Right. There's a standard here. And, you know, case in point. You say, you know, you talk about like suits being a little snug. I think a suit should fit you like a glove. Yeah. And that keeps you honest. Yeah. Because if I put these pants on and I feel like I can't keep them on, or they're gonna, or something's gonna roll over on me, like I'm gonna be a little fat ass. Yeah. It gets you in line quick because I got too much invested in these suits to get fat.
You know what, man? The problem I told you earlier, I bought a bunch of custom suits, like 8 of them.
a real bullshit problem. For
no, I bought like 8 custom suits, and I was wearing one yesterday on Fresh and Fit. I always wear my suits when I'm on Fresh and Fit because it's cold as fuck in there, and they keep it fucking freezing.
Also, a good place to put your gun.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the homies.
I went and saw them the other day, man, just to see them.
Yeah. And but I'm bigger now.
I see. Here comes the bullshit.
Like, the busting out on the arms, and then like my legs, my hips, and my fucking glutes are bigger.
Oh man, so I get it. I have to change underwear for the same reason.
So, but how does that affect? For the fitness guys, a lot of fitness guys watch my. What should I just buy new suits? Fuck it, or can I get that adjusted?
No, I would get it adjusted.
I can
for sure, in your waist. Now, you can always go with the sides. The levers on the side here. I'll show you. So all of mine, I have these.
Oh.
So you can always adjust. You get a couple inches right there.
Okay. See, mine were just fucking tailored, like to
Nah. So you want to leave a little room because you're gonna fluctuate. Even you will fluctuate a little bit.
Yeah.
Now you're probably the most consistent person I know.
Yeah.
But me, I'll fluctuate 10 pounds.
Oh,
especially with these surgeries.
Yeah, the surgeries. Yeah.
The surgeries make it a bit harder, but the average guy, the not Brandon Carter, the one that doesn't have the problems that his arms got too fucking big.
Yeah.
That guy, if he leaves a little room for that adjustment, he can still pull it tight. I personally think it looks better to go without a belt.
Yeah, I didn't wear a belt.
It's a smooth look without the loops.
Oh, without the loops.
Without the loops. No, I have no loops.
Without the loops.
Yeah, because what that does is you can come across with the part here. It's clean. Belts get in the way. They get old. You got to put new holes in them. They get busted up.
Yeah.
So I don't do belts with my suits.
Is this all your suits custom now?
Yeah.
They don't have to start with that. They can go to fucking just get a regular suit.
Yeah, it's just like I said with Miss Potan, man. What I would do, I went to Burlington. I would buy a suit. And just take it to the tailor. Man. So if you're a young man, if you go to like a, I think H&M might sell suits.
H&M sells suits.
Yeah. So if you go get a suit from H&M, let's say, and it's almost there.
Yeah. Get it tailored.
You could take that thing to a tailor, get it pulled up in the back, and you look like $1 million.
Oh, Express has good suits too.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, Express.
My first credit card was Express. Remember when Hitch came out?
Yeah.
Bro, I had the whole Hitch style. I was doing the jackets from Express, and the button ups and stuff like that. And I'd go to the club in it.
Oh shit!
But it wasn't really a club because it was in North Louisiana where I went to college. So it was
more
basically
like
a honky tonk.
Yeah. Line stepping and shit.
It was a phase. No, it was ratchet music and you needed plenty of this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You need that. Listen, Louisiana.
Yeah. So Louisiana.
I spent some time in Louisiana.
Yeah,
man. You ain't got to tell me.
Yeah. So don't go there hoe fishing.
Nah.
A lot of throwbacks.
One of my first suits, bro. I got it from there was this. This is a grocery store on Queens Boulevard in New York. And
you're gonna have me whooped if you bought a suit from the grocery store, man.
On the side of it was just a grocery store, but on the side there was a suit store. So it's like, it's the suit store connected to the grocery store, and I paid like $100 because I saw The Rock with this tan suit, and I was like, that shit is hard. Yeah. It was like
I can't wear tan; it washes me out.
Yeah, I can't wear rose gold because it blends into my skin.
I wear rose gold because of that. Yeah,
we got opposite problems. Yeah, but so I'm wearing the tan suit, and he had the fucking blue shirt underneath with the tan. I was like, oh, that's fly. So I went and bought. I said, man, I went to the grocery store. Bought me a tan suit and I got that shit tailored though. I went to a tailor and that shit was fly. It only lasted like, a year. Then it started falling apart. But that year, that was $100 well spent.
Yeah. I agree with you. I would challenge any young man to spend $100 to $300 to get that done.
Yeah.
Wear it for a full weekend. Go to Starbucks and do your emails in it. Watch how you feel. It'll change you in a very good way, and it'll drive you towards better things in your life. Yeah, it'll drive you towards what would I have to do to be able to be in a position to wear a suit every day,
all the time. Yeah,
doing it when I want it to. Yeah, things like that. I say that about atmospheres. Like go to LA, go to Miami for a day, feel it. But you could also do that with yourself. Yeah, clean your vehicle completely, detail it. Yeah, next lay that suit out. Next morning, pull up to that Starbucks. Yeah. Get your stuff out. Set your workstation up. see how well you work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
It's different.
It has an effect on you.
Right.
That's why Jordan wore new shoes every game. He said it had a psychological thing. You know,
it's mental,
and it works on you. You know, I remember, but also the way it works, the other people treat you. I remember one of the jobs I had back in the day, where I was security guard at the Prada store. They gave me a Prada suit. Yeah. And they tailored that shit to me. Yeah. And I would walk walking around Manhattan with the suit on. Motherfuckers, it's weird, man. Motherfuckers get out the way because kids are bumping into me or something. Excuse me, I'm sorry, sir. And I'm like 25. Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Calling me sir. Yeah. And it's like people just treat you different. You know, ladies like it too. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
There's a book over here. The Dr. David Buss. Oh, yes, right. The Evolution of Desire. And basically he talked about it was a study, same guy wearing regular clothes, same they put the same guy in a suit. Yep. Women thought he was way more attractive, you know? Yep. You know what I'm saying? So that's something like you guys, you know, if something you're interested in, if you're trying to get more girls, it'll probably help. You know what I'm saying?
Loser.
Huh?
Trying to get girls.
Trying to get girls. You know what I'm saying? Girls. But it definitely works, you know? Or just, even if it's not a suit, you know, you want to dress for the guy you want to be, because I don't wear suits a lot, but then again, I'm in the fitness industry a lot, right? So this is kind of like I want to show the arms because it has an effect on my demographic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wear suits when it's appropriate,
and it's not just suits, man. You know, like we go on Eric's boat a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll wear sweatpants. On his boat, but Eric has his boat game down. You know what I'm saying? Like his
clothes, so rich.
Yeah, he's stupid rich.
He sold his business for like 115 mil or something crazy, something like that. Yeah.
And so, long story short, he's got some boat wear.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, you have to look at style from the angle of almost all situations.
Yeah,
the everyday. I remember being in college, and I would wear the football hoodie outfit, you know, my sweatpants for football. And I'll never forget, a girl told me, she goes, no matter what you wear to class, it looks like you got ready. And I thought to myself, that's right, bitch. 'Cause I did. And the point I'm trying to make is that you should always think about what you're going to wear and how it looks. Yeah. Regardless of whether it's, you know, casual fitness clothes. Yeah. Going on someone's boat, going to a dinner, your day to day, even the gym, dude. I can't wait to go work out again. Yeah. You know, it's been 6 months. But one thing I remember, that when I was super passionate about going to the gym, I would wear certain shirts for certain muscle groups.
Oh shit.
Now, to talk about when you look good, you play good. On shoulder day, I had these Nike dry fits like kind of first popped off. Yeah. Sleeveless Nike dry fit, long baggy basketball shorts for shoulder day.
Are you talking about like early 2000s?
Yeah. And I mean, why wouldn't you wear the shirt where your shoulders look the best when you're doing shoulders? Yeah. Why wouldn't you wear the shirt that made your chest or your back look the best when you were doing that muscle group?
You know, I tested a lot of that shit when I was a fitness model. They would have you come to like the Nike showroom, and they wanted to see how it looked on people, and I was one of the motherfuckers.
Right. My goal is always to look like the mannequin. Yeah.
I was the mannequin. Yeah. When they're like, okay, yeah, we like it, or nah, we don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was that guy.
Right.
I digress. That shit is fly. But I remember having it on. And I was like, yo, I feel like I'm ready to go do some athletic shit. You know,
it's tricky for you, and even for me, man. Like I have trouble buying clothes a lot of times.
Well, you're so tall. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd imagine, and you got broad shoulders, like you're in shape, you know, so they don't make, you know, what the average American
shirts are pants. Yeah. They're making it for the masses to be able to wear it. And so you kind of have to find what works.
Even my designer shit, I get like when I wear like Gucci or Louis, I have to get it tailored. All of it. They'll do it for free though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They
better with all that money.
Better.
Yeah. So I buy like shirts from Gucci. And they tailor it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the waist,
it's never gonna fit you. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy
that shit.
You're gonna have to buy at least a large, but probably an XL. Yeah, and have them taper back down.
That's what I do with all my clothes.
But that's what I mean by like it takes time and effort. A lot of guys say it's not just what you wear. Yeah. There's a man in a blue suit, and then there's a man in a blue suit. Yeah. There's a guy in a Gucci shirt. A black Gucci shirt. Yeah. Then there was a man that walked in a Gucci shirt. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the difference, is spending that extra time, that extra attention to detail to make sure that it fits you and personifies what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Because it will not be the purchase alone. And that's why I'm with you on go buy $100 suit.
Yeah.
Get it tailored.
Get it tailored.
And let somebody tell you that it wasn't custom.
It wasn't fly.
They don't fucking know.
They don't know.
I don't know.
That's a cheat code. Like guys who want to dress fancy, like suits are cheaper than like the Louis Vuitton or
all day.
So much cheaper. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's a cheat code. If you want, and you'll look more prestigious. Right. You know, it's like, oh, this guy's got something going on. You know?
And the good news is too, is if the suit wears off and you have to get another one. Well, now it just looks like you have 10 suits. You just keep getting them. So that's a game, man. Like I never felt like I could not have style, especially now when we're in an internet era where everything it's getting cheaper in ratio.
Yeah.
So if you can just find a good tailor,
get a good tailor
and really pay attention and spend some time and invest the time into it and understand it takes time and a little bit of patience.
Yeah.
And man, you can dress as fly as anybody else.
One thing though, one advantage that you have, you know, is you're in shape. Right. So if you get in shape, man,
it starts
everything looks fly. Yeah.
It starts with the mannequin. Yeah. So my goal is like to be classically handsome.
Okay.
And that means I could go from wearing a suit to being on a boat to wearing just a plain white t-shirt and some jeans and some Chelsea boots, let's say.
Right.
And look good.
Yeah.
But that's because of the mannequin.
Yeah, you got to be fly. You got to be fly.
In shape. And it's little parts and pieces, right? The accessories.
You can add things.
So let's say you're wearing a white t-shirt. Yeah, but I bet I'm going to have my Ray-Bans hanging out right here. Yeah. I might make sure the watch matches the Ray-Bans. I'm not going to mismatch these colors.
Yeah.
The shirt's going to fit me snug. I'm going to show off all those years of hard work. Yeah. Right? The jeans are going to hit a certain way. They're going to taper down to the Chelsea boots. They might be a little too tight, but I have a great ass and I'm not sorry. Guys. When I wear my blue jeans, I need this in my back pocket. You need it, man. Buy today.
Yeah, man, get yourself something.
Buy today.
If it doesn't come out, it's y'all fault. You know,
man, it's all your fault, man.
You know, and
I have my problems.
Well, when you get in shape, man, on the low, like I have a lot of expensive clothes, but like, yo, this
doesn't
shirt
even matter,
bro. This shirt is from Shein. This is some fucking Chinese sweatshop shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
$4.
Like super cheap, man. And it's like I have a lot of this shit. My girl buys a lot of this, but I'm in shape, right? So it fits different.
It makes it different.
You know what I'm saying?
1000% makes it different. I always say that fitness is the first thing you should have.
Fitness is the first thing.
It's the only hobby that you can take with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And get respect. You could be the richest dude in the room and nobody would know unless you were arrogant enough to say it.
Yeah.
But if you're in shape,
come on.
Everybody got to know.
Everybody got to know what's up.
You got to know, man. So, hey, it is what it is.
Listen, we're going to take a quick break because not a break.
Piss.
Okay, you can urinate. We're going to bring in my boy. We're going to bring in the boy Greg, aka Young Candlestick, to do the market update. So he's going to talk about the stock market.
Man, I ain't trying to miss a market. I'm going to hurry up.
All right. Yo, what up, Young Candlestick? What's popping?
What's up, Brandon? What's up, Bitcoinators?
Man, your setup looks so much better than it did back in the day.
I know, right? Huge upgrades thanks to Nima.
Come on, man. Now, Nima's the man. You know
I'm just hanging out with the winners. I mean, we got Brandon.
Come on, man. You become like the people you're around.
We got Justin Waller. I got some kind words to say to Justin when he gets back.
All right, man. What's popping? Tell us about the market, man. What's going on?
Let's get right into the market. We're going to talk about the broad market, a little bit about Bitcoin, and then we're also going to break down some individual stocks. Okay,
let's get it, man.
So let's get into it. First of all, S&P 500 down day today. It's been in a strong uptrend for a long period of time. I gave an end of the year price target of $600 a share on the SPY. We overshot that a little bit, but now we're coming back into that 600 level. Yeah. So tomorrow we have an inflation report. It's the CPI data report, Consumer Price Index. So year over year inflation, they're projecting that it's going to be about 2.7%, which is decently low. You know, that's not bad. So if it's much higher than that, the market could sell off. If it's in line or less than that, the market could rally because that gives the green light for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates. Because you always want to think, if you cut interest rates, it spurs demand into the economy, and that can actually raise inflation because everybody's spending money, the money supply starts going up. So that would be a bullish scenario. Right now, the market's kind of looking a little bit bearish because we're starting to break a steeper trend line. So we have a shallow trend line, a steeper trend line. If it is a bad report or a bad reaction, the market could drop 3%, maybe even 5 or 6%. I don't expect it to drop more than 10%. That would be crazy. Okay. So that CPI inflation report is going to include housing costs, energy prices, used car prices, airline tickets, all those consumer goods. Okay. So you can project if those are going to go up or down. Amazon, I gave a $230 price target.
You did. You said it back in it. I remember you saying it.
It looks like that might be the top for the year. If we break above 230, I give a price target of 240. Okay.
Okay.
So that's Amazon. Meta, I gave a $630 price target. I said, look, if it breaks above 600, it's going to take a straight shot to 630.
You said it.
Meta, it still kind of looks bullish if it can break above that 630, but the risk to reward isn't as good. Talked about Tesla, 400 by the end of the year.
You said it.
409, there it is.
Come on.
So it comes down to like these stocks are good long term, but short term, it's kind of like, kidding. You know, so that's kind of the thesis right now.
Yo, what happened with Google today, man? Why is Google up like fucking 5%, bro?
Yeah, so Google had a breakaway gap today. We had a nice little top over here at 176 and a fat ass gap up today. This is cool. I think it could be due to Oracle earnings. Oracle had a bearish reaction to earnings, and it could just be Google might be stealing some market share from Oracle.
Yeah, they unveiled some like new chip or something. They're gonna compete quantum computing chip.
Oh,
it's like super crazy. And the market reacted super. They're super excited about that. And they're doing some AI shit too, some more AI search shit. They made some announcements recently.
Quantum computing stocks have been rallying lately. We've even been profiting from this in victory trades, you know, selling your puts and then they expire. If you want to, you can buy 100 shares, sell covered calls. These are some good moves, like 30% gains within like a week.
Yeah, we get free trades every Tuesday and Thursday, free trades every day on the Victory Talk. But if you want to learn more about this, we got a free Discord, the Victory Unit. And I got free courses in there on mindset. I got free fitness courses in there. But Greg is also in there giving free tips on trading and stuff. So make sure you join the Victory Unit Discord. The link is in the description.
Yeah. Speaking of what we talked about last time, I did break down Nike and said that it could break out if it breaks above 80. Nike did go up about almost 3%, and I did take the long trade, but what I did was I set a break-even stop. So this is a big lesson in trading is if there's a breakout, like here's a nice consolidation, right? Price breaks out. Okay, cool. I'm making money. But what I need to do is I'm going to set a break-even stop because if it breaks far away from price, it really shouldn't come back into that break-even level. So I didn't make any money, but I didn't lose any money either. And I saved myself a ton of money. So you need to determine if that breakout's going to stick and hold or if it's not. So another example of that is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we have this breakout over 100,000. Yeah. And it held for a little bit, but really not all that much. So 100K is still the line in the sand. Beneath it means that Bitcoin could potentially sell off. If Bitcoin breaks underneath 95,000 and then underneath 90,000, it could take a flash crash down to 80K. It could even drop to maybe even something like 70K. Now, longer term, I do think that those are dip buys. So these are all spots to add. I've got a trade cooking with our Victory Trades members that gets me paid $25 if BITX, this is a double levered Bitcoin long. I get plus 25 if it lands in the light blue. I get plus 200 if it lands in the green by the end of the week. I get plus 300 if it lands in the blue. And then I get plus 300 if it lands in the red, but the trade would be underwater short term until Bitcoin recovers. All
right. Yo, you got a super chat.
Bring it on. Let's check it out.
You got a super. We got to get more. We're gonna answer your super chats for Justin Waller too. After we do the market update.
Hell yeah. Let me know when Justin gets back. I want to say
Justin's back. But first answer the super chat.
All right. Well, okay. So let's talk about SoFi here. So SoFi, the fair value of the stock is $13 a share. It's a really good online bank. I actually have one of my bank accounts with SoFi. It looks a little bit top heavy. You can kind of see how we've kind of pretty much just gone straight up for a couple of months. And then we started to curl on in. So SoFi, this looks a little bit more like a topping formation. Sure, it could go higher. Maybe I'm neutral to slightly bearish in the short term. 13 is a support level. If it got oversold and underneath 13, maybe down to 11 or 12, that's a great opportunity to sell cash secured puts.
Yeah, and we talked about that. If you want to learn more about that, join the Discord, because that's the way we make a lot of money.
You basically get paid guaranteed cash to agree to buy baskets of 100 shares of SoFi at the price that you want. You just have to make that commitment over a period of time. So it's really, really cool. It's excellent cash flow. For me, the wheel strategy yields around 30% over the course of a year. And that's liquid cash pumping into your account every single week.
Come on.
So that's something to think about. So that's SoFi. Let me know if you have any further questions.
I think that's the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
Justin's back.
I just wanted to say, hey, Justin, much respect to you. I have a lot of respect for you, Justin. And I want to thank you for being a positive role model to all the men around the world. I think you're very well spoken, not just in terms of the delivery, but also the content. Okay.
Oh man, that means a lot to me.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're friends with Brandon. You embody money, muscle, and mindset. You embody it.
That's awesome, man.
For sure.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing for me to get to do it every day.
Yeah.
It means the world to me, man. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Listen, guys, if you guys want to learn more about trading, more about stocks and investing, then make sure you join the free Discord Victory Unit. Greg is in there answering all your trading and investing questions. You know, he's the man. All my trades, any long-term investing, I hit Greg up. He's helped me make like a lot of money over the few years. Now y'all got access to him as well. Hit the fucking Discord and holler at him. I also got free courses in there. I got a free fat loss course that I used to sell for like $200. It's free now. It's called Direct Hit. Get you ripped for the new year. And I got a free mindset course. It's called the Baller Mindset, and show you the mindset about accumulating real wealth. It's better than most courses that people sell, right? And it's 100% free. It's in the Discord. All right. If you started the course, the Baller Mindset, leave a comment. Let people know. Let your comrades, the other victinators, know how dope it is.
It's a really good course, and I highly recommend that you guys join the Discord. It's the only place where you can get access to a licensed professional when it comes to technical analysis.
Yeah, he's a licensed CMT. All right, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. I think we got some more super chats for the homie Justin Waller. People asking questions. What it do? Is her mic working?
It is. I just had to mute the TV out here.
Oh, good.
We have Unknown, Jay Waller. What are your thoughts on trucking?
I love trucking. You know what I like about trucking?
What do you like about trucking?
Well, there's a couple things. Number one, it's a good business. I don't know that self-driving vehicles and technology won't eventually take it out. But as far as a first job, if you're not sure what to do, really good money, a lot of time alone, seeing the country on a journey, listening to books, get an Anytime Fitness membership, make that bag, and spend some time alone. You know, finding yourself, figuring out what you want to study, what you want to do. I love the idea of a young man, if he doesn't know what path to take, doing trucking.
I got one of my students in HTT, high ticket trainer. He's an online trainer, but his full-time job is trucking.
You could do both.
Yeah, he's doing both.
You can do the sales calls.
No, he's doing it, man. He's making money. He trucks 80 hours a week. Yeah. And he's married, you know, and everything. He still but he still makes money as an online trainer. Right. So it's dope, man.
Right. I imagine that he'll probably get to the point where he doesn't have to truck anymore and he would miss it.
Yeah.
There's something about I have this from construction. Long road trips, getting to a place, being on the road. You know, it's a journey feeling about it.
When I worked for moving companies, sometimes people would move from like New York to New Jersey. I know, gross, right? But they would go to New Jersey and we had to be in those.
So it was 30 minutes.
We would join up, but sometimes it'd be deep, you know? And we would load up their trucks and we would be driving all the way to Jersey in the moving truck, right? Right. And I remember those long drives, there's something about it,
man. It gives you that adventurer mindset, and you're out on this mission to get something done. Yeah, I think trucking gives you that. Yeah, and it also gives you, again, a lot of time alone, a lot of time to spend with yourself. Find out who you are. Yeah, sleep in that truck. It's cold. You know, those things, those stories. It makes you the man you become.
It builds some character.
Yeah, it's really good for it. And to be honest with you, if you look at it through the right frame, it can be fun and a time for you to develop.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all everything is what you make it, man. I remember when I worked for a moving company, it sucked really bad, right? But I started to enjoy it when I started taking pride in it. I started thinking, all right, man, these people are trusting me to pack up everything they own.
Yeah.
Everything they own, put it in a truck and safely move it to their new home. Like, and this is a family, right?
That's
and,
right.
You know, so like, okay, this is an important job. Instead of thinking as a job, you started taking pride in it. You know?
It's all about perception.
It's all about perspective.
I was at a red light the other day, and there was a young lady in the passenger seat. And it was about 9 o'clock at night. And she looked over. There was a bus that pulled up next to us, like a city bus. And she goes, "What do you think those guys are feeling right now? What do you think they're thinking?" And I looked over, and it was a young man, I'd say about 19, 20, and a probably mid-40s man. I said, the man in the mid-40s probably isn't happy to be on that bus.
Yeah.
But that young man, he might be so excited about the money he's saving by not having a vehicle.
Yeah.
And the book he's listening to, he had headphones on, and about the future that he can build by riding on this bus every day, that he might be the happiest person on this street because it's hope and looking towards the future that he has. Same thing for the guy driving the truck is the same thing for the kid, and the same thing hopefully for every man that's on his mission. Finding more consciousness. It's a two-way street. It's climbing a mountain, but man, if you can find a way to get more consciousness and get excited about climbing a bigger mountain, then you always have hope. You always have excitement. You always have the opportunity to be on that journey. And so for me, I'm always trying to find that next thing that I can get excited about climbing. And that's why we come on Victory Talk.
Come on.
That's why we have to have friends like Brandon Carter and Jeremy Haynes and Tate and all these other people, because collaboratively, there'll be something there that might be in one category of your life that I'm going to try to pick up and get that one.
Exactly.
You might pick up something from me and get that one. And something, and then it all comes together, and then you start noticing that those people that you align yourself with across all categories, because you can be a rich loser.
That's a fact.
You can be a rich loser slob with no style. But then if you put that same person in the room with people that hold themselves accountable, all categories, because being a man is not just a category of money. You can have plenty of money and be a complete nerd.
That's a fact.
And so finding that consciousness in all areas keeps you busy, keeps you engaged in your own life and that journey that you're on. So it's all about perception.
It's all about perspective.
But you need consciousness to get excited about creating that perception. And then you go get it done. Man.
Come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's
truck driver or not, man. I think truck driver is a great thing to do, especially if you're not sure what to do.
Sam, I feel that like you got to do some blue collar shit. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do and take pride in it.
And it's good money in the air conditioner.
Get yourself AC.
Come on. Everybody loves a good truck stop, man. So, I do.
What else we got?
We have Hamez or Jam Easy, however he wants to say it. Jay Waller, what are your thoughts on strategic profab? Okay,
so I had a video to give you some context.
I think I made this strategic fapping. I've said this on a podcast. Yeah, strategic fapping. But I think that you have also said something on
I was like profab. Instead of no fab, profab.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to fill in the gaps, or you want to fill in the gaps?
They want your perspective. They know what I'm gonna say.
Brandon, of course you want me to say profab and fill in the reasons why. And let me tell you why. Okay, first of all these no fap nerds, their whole identity is connected to the fact they can't get their dick out their hand. You're a nerd. First of all, you need to spray some of this on your PP.
On yourself.
Yeah, on yourself.
Start drinking it.
Yeah. Because your hand is a thought.
Yeah.
All right. But look at it mathematically.
Come on,
you can
man.
make the same point for prostitution, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not promoting that.
No.
Or fapping, but let's talk about the math. Let's
break
go pro fap, no customer. Okay. That's the category we'll go with. Okay. It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You get hit with this streak of horniness that you cannot control.
You can't control.
What is your next move?
What
you're going to start texting thoughts.
Yeah.
Right. Then she's going to say, okay, cool. I'll be there at 7.
Yeah.
Now, let's not act like from 6 to 7 you're truly focused in your work.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking about her getting there.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking, did I shave my pubes? Do I need to clean my balls?
Yeah.
Do I need to take a shower?
Yeah.
All the bullshit, right? Now, you know she's an hour late.
Come on, man.
So now it's 8.
8.
It's
minimum. Minimum. If she shows up.
Yeah, right.
Because it means nothing.
Right. If she shows up.
Yeah.
Right. Then she gets there.
Yeah.
Then you got to act like you like hanging out with her.
Yeah, yeah.
And like
you got to watch the fucking movie or some
watch
shit.
a piece of a movie.
Yeah.
You know, and like it needs to like act like, so it's got to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Then you spend, depending on how bad you lie, 15 minutes to 4 hours having sex. You lying piece of shit.
Yeah. All right.
So you do that part, but then it's not over.
It's not over.
Because you can't just act like, you know, you wanted to just have sex with her and kick her out.
Yeah.
You got to act like you really have an interest, even though y'all don't turn the movie back on.
Yeah.
And talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hanging out and all this other stuff. And then, you know, some pussies walk the girl down. I don't do that personally. I wouldn't do that. You know, but Big G. So by the time that bullshit is over,
yeah,
we are in at least a 5 hour to 7 hour process. Man.
Come on.
So you could have
come on, tell them.
Just gone ahead and fapped it out.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yep.
And got your work done.
And got back to work.
Come
on, I'm gonna start tracing
like you should do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, now when you become the big G's,
yeah.
Then it's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
There's not as much of that bullshit.
Right.
But it's still,
come on.
Man, look, I'm not promoting it.
Yeah.
But
just
mathematically,
looking at the numbers,
economically,
yeah, just
if your time
just
is worth anything.
Yeah,
I could see the argument for pro fap.
Yeah,
twice a week.
Yeah,
if you need to.
Yeah. Now, if you got a problem,
I'll bet
it's
we're
different.
pissing people off. Yeah, like if you can't get it out your hand.
Yeah.
If you pay for any kind of premium membership to a website,
if you buying porn,
then
you got a problem.
If you're watching some shit that should be embarrassing to watch, then you've slipped into some categories that have adjusted your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe.
Or if you can't get aroused by a real woman.
A woman. I think that's a great test.
That's a problem. Yeah.
That's a great test.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all remember that time in our lives, about 15.
Yeah.
When a girl could just sneeze in class and make a noise and your dick's like, you remember them days?
Bro, I remember I would start freestyling in my head. That's how I did. I should start freestyling. and then it would go away because you can't.
When you get it for no reason.
Yeah, no reason.
When you stop waking up with it, maybe you fap too much.
Yeah, maybe you went too hard.
Yeah, you need to pray now.
Yeah. Now you.
But I do think the no-fap community is a little overboard. I think if they oversell it. They overselling it. And if you're like, dude, all this bullshit, dude, I could beat my dick right now, look you dead in the eyes and shake your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking people in the eyes now and shaking their hands. I walk around with confidence.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that have to do with
like it's gonna change their life and make them a new person. I stop masturbating.
My chakra energy, my power is moving, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Then they try to hit you with the Napoleon Hill.
Yeah, I'm stoic. Shut the fuck up, man. Like, there's a lot of that shit that goes on.
Yeah.
A lot of that extra sauce.
They put some woo shit on
some of these mental things.
Yeah.
You know, I said this recently, and that's why you always have to repeat yourself so much on subjects. It's like, dude, I could probably, if I had time to write it, put it in the right order, cut the words, made it as tight as I could explain to you manhood in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, minus female nature, but like, dude, this, and this. And I can guarantee you 99% of the time is that your go to bed. You know what?
Oh, yeah, that's my go. Let's go to sleep.
Yeah. That's how you know we're boys. I know what his alarm say. I can't even repeat them.
No, you can't repeat it.
You gotta have a card for that.
It's a slur.
I've been given that card quite a few times actually. It's called my. Anyway,
I wouldn't use it.
No. Just take it. Let them night.
Hey, man. Yeah, come on.
So I think there's a lot of that bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Like, of course you want to be stoic, or when you're upset, or you want not be beating your dick all day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's a reason for a course around it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Sit on ice?
You don't have to fucking be ceremonial about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fucking ceremony. Now, maybe if you it depends on where you're coming from, right? Like if you're this guy, if you doing it too much, or you going on dates with yourself, lighting candles and shit. You know what I'm saying? You take it. You watch a romantic movie by yourself. Then maybe you should chill. But if you just a regular,
but if you're doing all that shit, you can't get pussy anyway. So like, what are we talking about?
Maybe we don't understand it because we're speaking from like the position of privilege, right? Like we don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the guys who have a problem, they need more motive, and they're scared to talk to women. Maybe they need more. Maybe I don't know.
This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say on that. Then you need to go become that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Put your dick down.
Come on, man.
Go become that dude.
Become the guy that girls will the girls
want.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing I'm not really big into is like pickup courses and how to get women.
Yeah.
Because we already know how to get women.
Yeah.
Is get your money muscles game right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Like, let's get this right.
Yeah.
Get that right. Become somebody.
Yeah. Become the guys that they want. Become the guy that they want.
Become that dude. Now, it can be argued, and well, not even argued. I'll say this because I know it for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
You do need to understand female nature.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you going to get that? You're going to get that through experience of dealing with them and studying, and that's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're fapping strictly because you can't get it, now you have a problem.
Now
you have a real problem that you need to handle. But I mean, dude, go ahead, beat your dick, but also work out, do the business, do what you got to do, man.
I'm not going to not sleep because I made some fucking arbitrary rule.
Exactly. And so I just think people, they take it too far.
They just take it too far.
It's too serious. Like when they're walking around talking like they had an alcohol problem. I have not fapped in 47 days. Dude, I've beat my dick twice since I've been here. Who cares?
Yeah, man.
It's just annoying. It's annoying, man. And I think a lot of young men get misled over it.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that the world uses against young men is guilt and shame.
Mm.
And you got to get that shit out the way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go do it, especially if it affects your life in a negative way.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's a secret sauce of being successful.
Yeah.
That's
like
bullshit.
That's the thing. If you could just stop doing that, all your hopes and dreams will become, because it's not it.
Because ultimately, think about it like this as well. It's like, okay, what if you do go become that guy?
Yeah.
Right. So what's the difference between you having sex with a bunch of women and beating your dick?
The body doesn't know the difference.
The body doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
So if no fap, as far as like not actually ejaculating is a thing, then I am public enemy number one to no fap. It's like, it's just stupid. It's dumb. Yeah. It's dumb, man. And so it's like, man, give yourself a break, man. One big part of success I don't think people talk about is the ability to stop, ask yourself, do I really need to feel guilt and shame over this? And the ability to forgive yourself, get that weight off of you so you can go back towards the goal again. Of course, I believe in discipline.
Yeah.
Of course, I believe get your dick out your hand if it's a problem.
If it's a problem,
but what people are missing is that if you could just put down your guilt and shame for a second and understand that you're flawed and then work on that in whichever direction you need to, it'll give you the space to allow yourself to do it in the first place. Because a lot of these guys, they get so fucking buried in that I'm a piece of shit, or I'm not going to win because of this, or I have this thing that some dickhead that can't get pussy in the first place on the internet said he's not fapping and he's doing ice baths all night. Well, guess what, bro? That dude's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Just do what you need to do, what you know you need.
What you need to do. That's my thing. The reason I'm against the no fab shit is the same reason I'm against astrology, right? It's not because it's not the thing that's going to make you successful. Like you put all this energy into shit that doesn't move the needle.
Right.
Those aren't the things that make you successful.
But it stops you when you have to carry the weight of the guilt and the shame over it, and you're focused on it.
I never read an autobiography or a biography of a successful person who credited no fab as like one of the that's when everything changed.
Bro, we should write a book.
This is not some of these are autobiographies. A lot of books I don't read any fiction, all nonfiction, mostly about success and accomplishing goals.
Right.
Not one of these books, this whole library has a chapter on no fab. Think and Grow Rich talked about sex transmutation, but he didn't talk. He didn't say no. Like, you didn't read the book.
But you know what else I think about that particular thing?
Yeah,
it's when you're talking about feminine energy, and he's talking about the power that he got from his wife.
Yeah,
you can speak that into her.
Yeah,
baby, you think it's good now. Wait until 18 months from now. Now you're saying that into the world, into her. Yeah. And it's coming back to you because now you're responsible to it. So you've tied love to a person you deeply care for and want to protect and provide for. Yeah. So by saying future pacing her and talking to her, that to me is probably one of the purer forms of sex mutation. Yeah. It's when you're telling a person that you love, just wait until this, and then I'm going to win again, and then I'm going to show you this, and every time you win, you bring it to her, and it creates this compounding, like a flywheel of winning, and it's like you can't wait to tell her you won again. Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to worry about fapping; you just get your dick sucked. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I think we got another question for Justin. Those are wise words. I keep saying I'm going to quit cussing on these podcasts.
Hey, man, it's okay. You can cuss on here.
It's just in me.
Yeah, it's all good.
We have Dennis. Two goats met Jay Waller on election night. We both had blue suits on. How did you learn to speak so well? Have you worked on your speaking abilities?
No, you know what? I haven't.
It's funny because most people I've met from Louisiana don't speak as eloquently as you. Come on now, we're gonna get great right now. No,
I'm not saying it's not in there somewhere.
They sound like the motherfucker from King of the Hill.
With the right amount of Bud Light and country music, I can get there. Yeah. But no, I haven't. I've always had a kind of a way with words. I was kind of famous in high school. Remember when 8 Mile came out? Yeah. So we used to all freestyle rap. And I was like the king of that shit. I'll fuck people up.
Is that
in the
right?
Football locker room. Yeah. So it'll never come out of me again. But I've always been able to find words. Yeah. Very well and place them. But also I think that the more you read, the easier that gets.
You have more things to say.
Right. Yeah. You have more things to say. You are educated on more topics. You know, I spend 2 hours a day reading or studying.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And the reason I think that helps me so much and why I take it so seriously is because doing podcast is much like reaching into a bucket, pulling out any topic and needing to not only be able to freestyle on said topic, but have an opinion that is number one correct, and with conviction that you'll stand by. And so before I go on any podcast, you know, Lil Wayne song, Best Rapper Alive. Yeah. I run that through my head once or twice to bring that swag on. Because I love Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah, he's from Louisiana.
Yeah, it's from New Orleans. Yeah. So I think reading helps a lot.
It undoubtedly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. 100% it helps.
And then it's not just your words, it's the cadence, it's the tone, it's the delivery, it's the pauses that I think are really important to think about as well. But no, nothing formal.
Yeah,
nothing formal. That would I think that would polish.
You know, most of that, most courses or classes on speaking, like I took a speech class in college. They can only tell you how not to suck, but they don't tell you how to be good.
They can't give you the it factor.
Yeah, and they can tell you how to maybe use less filler words or not say and like as much. However, that just helps you not suck. To be good, you gotta have conviction. You gotta be able to bring something. You know, what I used to do is I would study speakers who I thought spoke well, and some of the best public speakers I saw were like preachers. You know,
that's true. That's true because they got that Holy Spirit in them. Yeah,
and you got to think they're doing public speaking.
They are
every Sunday, sometimes multiple services. You know. So they get more practice than the average speakers. That's I was studying them. And then I came across this one dude. He wasn't a preacher or a reverend, but he had a similar cadence. His name was Les Brown. And I would study Les Brown and try to mimic his cadences a lot.
That makes sense.
And then once I sat next to Les on the plane, I was flying. I was in first class and I was flying to Atlanta from here. And I sat next to him. He knew who I was. I was like, bro, I studied you. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think if you want to get better, you can find someone to mimic and not steal. You're going to do it your own way, but to learn from and mimic, you know, I think
1,000%.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd say about those preachers, they're also selling.
Oh, they're selling,
So
bro.
they're not only
Mm-hmm.
using it to get their message across, they're also selling to you.
Yeah.
So by listening to the points that they make and how they conclude and if you
Mhm.
hit this 1-800 number now,
Come on.
even Jesus gave when he didn't have
Yeah.
anything. He gave, yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, hate them or love them,
Mhm.
you got to respect these televangelists.
Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about them. I was talking about like
Yeah.
when I
But
go to
I'm
church with my
just
mom, but
saying
those
in
guys
general,
too. Yeah.
Like those guys, that's big business, man.
Big business.
Big sales teams,
Mm-hmm.
big orchestrated, thing. Like, whether you think what they're doing is good or not, you can't hate the hustle, man.
Yeah, it's just something to learn from everyone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
something to learn, and I definitely think that preachers would be a great place to look if you're looking to learn how to speak publicly.
Preachers or stand-up comedians. I've
Yeah.
always
that's
been
timing.
Yeah.
Timing.
I've always been amazed by stand-up comedians. So we saw, I live next to the arena, and I saw Drake there, and we saw Kevin Hart there. Now Drake needed all this fucking shit to entertain everybody. He had to have his hits. He had music playing, light shows, all this stuff, and he entertained the whole crowd. Kevin Hart, when he entertained the whole same amount of people with just words. You get what I'm saying? Like think about like Taylor Swift or think about Beyonce, right? But Beyonce, she's got
Big shows, backup dancers,
changing clothes, flying above the crowd. But then, Dave Chappelle can entertain the same amount of people just talking.
Right.
And I always think that's so amazing.
Yeah, and I think it takes a whole lot more work.
Yeah. It's
because you have to think about it, like you have to relate to somebody on a very granular level.
Yeah.
Because what makes things funny is the truth.
Yeah.
And so you have to think back, and especially the more famous you get, because let's say Kevin Hart, he gets more and more famous every year, but he still has to bring himself to a place where he can understand a normal person's life and the funny things that happen inside of him, that humanize him in a way that he can relate to these people.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a talent, man.
Yeah. If you can speak, you can really change things. Like, that's how our boy Tate got so famous.
Well, I'll tell you what Andrew says about it.
What
Andrew says that the world is nothing more than people walking into rooms and talking. And he's right.
Yeah.
Whether it's Trump standing up at a debate or the DNC, not the DNC, the RNC,
right?
Like it's people walking in the room and saying words, and what those words do in regards to impacting someone emotionally, spiritually, makes them want to move, gives them hope. They believe, they go vote.
Come on,
and we turn this bitch around.
Let's go. Son. Let's get it.
So it's gonna happen. I believe that all of America's enemies assholes tightened up that night. They knew the day was coming.
Neem, is that true? I'm joking because he's from Iran, but he's a U.S. citizen. Let's go.
Yeah,
he's on the winning team, man.
Yeah,
he was a free agent.
He got the memo.
He was on a free agent and came to the winning
team. Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. Shout out to you, Neiman. That was a good move. That was a smart move.
Man, that was smart, man.
That was a smart move.
About time you brought your talents.
Come on, man. Get on the winning team. What else? What else we got?
We have Hamza. Hi, gentlemen. Quick question. I have a fragrance review channel with 20K subs, making $70 a day. I want to start making real estate content. Should I start a new channel or switch up the content?
I start a new one.
I would start a new one. Yeah, because you're gonna fuck up your algorithm. Because right now everybody's coming to you for fragrances, and it's better to have a niche. So start a new channel. 100% start a new.
That's what I did with my pro fapping channel.
Okay, wait a minute. I get questions about fucking fragrances every time I go live. Yeah. Is that a big thing to you? Do you care about cologne? Like I don't smell well too. That's the thing. I have it. But my sense of smell, so I don't even know if you wear cologne or not.
Yeah, I wear Bucharest 540.
Okay, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. But in college, little secret, I play football.
Yeah,
And so there was this little thing called Sean John Unforgivable.
Oh yeah, no Diddy, but yeah.
And the white girls had no clue what
They
was
didn't know what it
them.
was.
They're
Yeah.
like, what is this? What is this? And I never tell them.
Never told them.
My secret. I said it's LP.
Mm.
What does that mean? Liquid panty dropper. Shut up. Tell me. But I didn't want the competition to have my shit.
No, I feel that.
So I wore Sean John Unforgivable all through college. And I'm one of them dudes, like, if you smell something, I want you to remember me, because that's very memory. It's very close to memory. So I wear colognes exclusively for time frames, and then I retire them.
Oh shit!
I don't mix it up at all.
Yeah.
And so the only advice I would give on cologne is, if you're gonna pick something, stick with it.
Yeah.
Because every time she has to smell it, she thinks about you.
Yeah. I used to wear Curve in college.
I wore that in junior high.
Yeah,
I remember that.
We were probably wearing it the same
remember Polo
time.
Blue? Yeah, we probably were.
Probably the same.
Yeah. Curve was hard though,
That's
but it was
the
weird
shit.
though. It's like it was a shit, and everybody knew it, but you could get it at Walmart.
Yeah, you get that shit anywhere.
Curve did that shit right.
That
Yeah,
was
I
they
had
did
some
the thing, and then it was like this dude. It was these dudes in the hood who used to sell these like oils based off of different fragrances, and I found a dude with the Curve, and it smelled like it, but it would stay on you all day.
Yeah, anything with oil.
Yeah.
In fact, I've heard guys talk about putting Vaseline on themselves, and something about it makes it stay with you.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not really trying to get it on my skin that much.
I feel that.
I kind of spray like my
The
jackets
clothes
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. I let a little bit get on, like right here, maybe. Right here, but other than that, man, I'm not trying to swim in it.
Shout out to the Fragrance Review channel. Start a new channel, man.
Yeah.
Have to. Oh, the homie Players Lounge is up in here. What's up, Mr. Lounge? Oh no, we're not going to him next. All right, cool. We got you though.
Not yet. We have Julian. Justin, what advice do you have for somebody starting a construction company that actually wants to scale? It takes a fuck long time to get some of these government officials to look at the codes. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so getting officials to look at codes is a bit different from scaling a company. I would tell you in construction that one of the best things you can do is measure everything and have a clean set of books. When your books are clean, you can check your estimates versus actuals from your estimate. And what that allows you to do is create a scenario where you're either using man hours factors or past data to estimate your projects moving forward, which makes your numbers tighter and which allows you to be able to know if you can give up some money or not give up money when it comes down to negotiating the contract. But then you should absolutely, unless you have a deep passion for it, hire an estimator and make sure that you guys are spitting out between 5 to 7 bids a week, and that you are now recruiting for men in the field at 1.5% more than the bid you're putting out. You should win somewhere around 10 to 20% on your bids to make sure you're not low, and then make for damn sure that you keep the power when you're growing that company. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is you grow that company and your men know that you need them badly, and they start acting out. So if you're estimating a lot, which is what you should do to make the money grow, you should definitely be recruiting at least 150% more, because you're always going to have that one dead man walking, that one guy that doesn't want to follow the systems in the field, etc. And then you want to make sure that when you're solvent and you need to go into growth, before you need the money, apply for lines of credit, build your credit, build your bonding when you don't need it. Because once you need it, it's too late. And construction is a very cash flow intensive game. And understanding what a work in progress is, what your billing in excess of cost and cost in excess of billing is, to know where you stand on projects, or kind of like as a second balance sheet to look at, to know where you are, to be able to be in control of the outcome of all of these projects that are going all over the place. It's a very delicate game, and it's something that you really have to see from a high level to grow a company and be successful. I've seen a lot of construction companies win the awarded work so much, have so much on the books that they couldn't handle it. They were profitable, but went bankrupt.
Damn.
You got, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this soon. Just let me get through this real estate thing. I'm going to come out And we're gonna make some millionaires out of you blue collar boys.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Promise you.
Let's go. Be on the lookout for his construction course, his construction program, mentorship
calluses
program.
on your hands, and
let's go.
And millions in the bank.
Let's go.
We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it because I love you guys, man. Y'all, the world don't work without guys that build this place.
That's a fact.
It doesn't work. And so the more you guys I can help in the future, I will. Believe it.
Let's go. What else we got?
We have Players Lounge.
What up, Mr.
Yo,
Lounge?
BBC. Should I start wearing glasses? I saw you rocking them on your vlog. Now that the gangsters co-signed it, I might have to wear them too.
I was wearing glasses in it because I wear contacts. So I shot like a day in the life vlog, and I wake up and put on my glasses because I can't see, and I just started fucking filming like immediately. But no, that wasn't like a style choice. That was just a vision choice, like.
Oh, bro, I bet you'd be hard in glasses though, man.
Thanks, man.
It's got to fit you.
It's got to fit you.
It's got to fit you. If you can't find a way to make it really work for you and you're not confident and you're only going to wear them half the time, like for me to wear glasses, I'd had to think I look so fly in glasses that I quit wearing contacts. I wouldn't mix it up much.
I started wearing contacts because they said I needed glasses, but I was, playing sports in high school. It was like, okay, how's that going to work on the football field? You got to have to get contacts. Right. So I was like, all right, I wear contacts. It's no big deal. Yeah.
Me too. Right. I wear them.
Yeah. What else we got?
We have The Father. What do you think is the best way to make money in real estate?
It depends on where you at, right? If you just start,
it depends on where you are.
The guy who's asking that question probably should start wholesaling and flipping.
Yeah, man. You should definitely message me, Allies, on Instagram.
Hit him on Instagram, man.
Because the best way and the way that you're going to be able to make money in real estate are two different things. My favorite way is to loan money.
Yeah.
I got a check for $374,000 last week on a land deal that I did. I loaned the guy $750,000 for about 18 months and made a big payday on it. Yeah, that's my favorite way. I'm not doing shit. I'm just writing the guy a check. Yeah, making sure you still there's a lot to it. You still underwrite the property, make sure you want it. If he defaults, all these other things, man, that's the best way. Yeah, but that's also a taxable event. There's a lot of things to think about. You got to be able to see the overall picture, understand where you are in the debt cycle. The best thing you can do, young man, is join Allies. I promise you're in the right hands, and I'm not here to bullshit you. Yeah. So, message you on Instagram, Allies.
Yeah, man, he'll put you down the right path. Yeah. What else we got? And his Instagram, it should be in the bio. It's link in the description.
Yeah. Man. Also, guys, we have a free course, man. Definitely hit me up in Instagram and say free course, man. Get my ecosystem. Let me start slinging you some stuff.
Hit him on the gram. The link is in the description.
And that's the thing about it. It's like when I was building my construction company, every night I go home, I pour a crown and water, and I turn Gran on. I must have done this for like 7 years. And it got to the point where I could pause the video, underwrite it with a pen and a piece of paper, and I knew what he was going to say, numbers wise.
Come on.
And so our goal was to get all of y'all there, because that once you get there, if a deal comes across, you only have a small window to pull the trigger. Because if you don't, motherfucker, I will.
Yeah, let's go.
I will. I'll pull the trigger.
Let's get it.
So when you see it, you got to know. And you got to be able to, like, you have to have all these options run through your mind, like debt service. Where are we at in the cycle? What can I do with this land? What can boom, done, close.
Let's go.
You got to have the bank relationships. So there's so much to do, but it's third grade math when you get it. And we're going to get you there in Allies.
Come on, man. Let's go. What else we got?
We have PHPTRT. Brandon, both of you are savage. Retired law enforcement and veteran. I opened up a nationwide wide medical clinic. We are offering equity. Would you like to be in the medical space?
Oh man, I got a lot of stuff going right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got a lot of things that I ain't talk about. So I don't have mental bandwidth for new projects right now. But first of all, thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And nah, that's not where I'm at right now.
I don't know the business, but I don't
really know.
Thank you for everything you've done, man. For sure. Guys like this are a reason that we're a GOAT.
Yeah. And $45, I didn't even realize that, man. Shout out to this brother, man. That's what's up, man. He's really like that.
Everybody that's in college right now, or was in college, everybody that's getting to live a life where they're out there living the American dream, getting to chase and hustle the dollar, chasing girls, building the life they want, should take into consideration none of that would be possible without America's veterans.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And the order that America has in place is also due to the fact that law enforcement keeps and regulates rules, and they have one of the hardest jobs on the planet, one of the most thankless jobs on the planet, with a high level of risk for not a lot of return.
I got a lot of family members who are like state troopers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's law enforcement, you know, and I know a lot of that. Like,
and they find themselves in positions where it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and I can tell you, if I leave here and I'm in a situation where it's going to be me go home or somebody else, I'm going to pull the trigger, right? And so these men, they go out and they're trying to do their job, and they're trying to keep the road safe. They're trying to keep the neighborhood safe. They're trying to keep the drugs off the street. And for people not to acknowledge what they have to go through on a daily basis for not a lot of pay, and the risk that comes with that, man, you just got to give it to the law enforcement and the veterans that fight for our country.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And even if I disagree with the reason for the war, and I think it's like, it doesn't change the fact that they put our colors on, risked their lives, and went to battle for the greatest superpower that ever was, which is America.
We can't do what we do without it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do, it's just not a possibility.
Yeah, without the stability this provides.
So
you know,
big shout out to the veterans and law enforcement.
When you know when people who are veterans, when they join my program, a high ticket trainer, it's like we all get excited because there's something about it, man. Like they're
gonna bring a certain kind of air about it.
It's different.
It's discipline.
It's different, man. Because they know how to go really execute. You know,
right?
For sure. Yeah. Shout out to you, brother. You know what, man? Hit me on Instagram, and I may know some people who are involved who have. I got someone in mind who has more experience in the medical field and a lot of money, and he may be a good. Maybe I can't make no promise, but he might be a better partner for you than us, because it's not really our area of expertise. But I think I might know somebody. Hit me on Instagram. The link's in the description. It should be in the description. All right. What else we got?
We have JMC436. Justin, any chance of you being on a podcast with Alex Hormozi?
I just don't know how that would happen. I know Alex. I met him.
He doesn't do a podcast anymore.
I don't think he does a podcast.
Yeah, but he used to just do it by himself. Yeah.
But I do like Alex Hormozi.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Big respect for both the Hormozis, man.
Yeah,
I think they're both incredible.
Yes. Super smart dude.
Yeah.
All right.
And Layla is a
Jack
weapon,
Smith.
Bro.
That girl can.
She doesn't fuck around.
She's good, man.
Oops.
Mr.
We have
Smith.
Jack Smith. How does Justin find consciousness?
Yeah. So when I say
that, you know, I sometimes I stayed up night late thinking about that. Man, how does Justin figure it out?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle like, how's he do it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think he's asking the question we all want to know.
I need to fap so I can go back to sleep. No, so consciousness, man. When I say consciousness, I'm talking about finding things that you didn't think were possible. You always have to be looking up and looking out for people that are doing incredible things in this world that you didn't think were possible. So when I say consciousness, a lot of people, they go to climb a mountain, they get comfortable in that thing. And a lot of them, even when they become successful, they have two choices. They can either self-sabotage themselves down the mountain so they can climb again, which is what the gentleman that wants to go and do things is going to do, or they can get comfortable. Either way is a mistake, because if you're not growing, you're dying.
Come on.
So for me, success is a two-way street. It's climbing the mountain, but it's making for damn sure you never get where you're going, and you're moving the goalposts, and you're finding a bigger mountain to climb, because that's when the drugs, the self-sabotage, the laziness, you don't have to do it, so you don't do it. If you don't quit pushing forward, even through your flaws, you must constantly be looking for a higher level of consciousness, something that can make you better, greater, more known, a better legacy for your children, make you a better man, make you feel better on the inside. There's always something to do. The work never stops. And so you constantly have to be on that mission to find the things that were outside of your conscious yesterday, so you have a goal to climb towards today. Go to sleep, Brandon.
No, it's all good. No, and that's just real shit, you know, because people ask me, when's it going to be enough? When's going to be enough?
Never.
I think about success or business or anything I'm trying to accomplish. I think of it like
it's a game.
Yeah, but not like a game that has an ending. It's not like Mario. Yeah. It's like Minecraft. Right. The goal is to keep playing. Right. Not to beat the game.
Yeah, I'll never retire.
Yeah. Like never
retire, bro. You mean lose my soul?
Nah, man.
That thing inside of me that like makes me want to get out and do things.
That's why you got to. Yeah. I want to keep winning and see what's possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like there's no end to like finding bigger and bigger things and finding those consciousness because that honestly is where all the happiness is.
That's a fact.
You know, it's chasing something. It's trying to achieve a difficult task and make your reality change. Yeah. But a lot of times you need a new consciousness of knowing what's possible. Yeah. In order to even be able to visualize or postulate that thing that you want to become.
That's a fact.
So you got to be looking for it.
You got to. Let's run through these last ones like fast because we gotta get out of here. But let's run through it. What else we got?
We have Juan. How important was faith for you both throughout your guys' success? Huge respect to you both. Keep leading by example.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Juan.
For me, it was just I never had like self-doubt. And I know a lot of people deal with self-doubt. That wasn't my issue, man. Mine was just my biggest problems always come from overconfidence. Even like certain things I'm dealing with now, it's like, oh, I was a little overconfident. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather make a mistake of aggression instead of a mistake of timidity, you know?
Yeah. So for me, confidence is earned. And so if you're working at something, then you don't really need faith because you're confident that you can do it. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you want to buy real estate and you keep saying it and you keep saying it and you keep saying it. For some reason, you don't do it. Go in the bathroom, look yourself in the mirror, ask, what am I afraid of? Or what competency do I not have? What unknown is there that I don't know? I know that I'm missing something. Yeah. And then answer your question, get your ass back out there in the world and you'll find out what the answer is.
Come on.
And you won't need faith because you'll be competent.
Come on.
You'll know.
And
that's what allows you to pull the trigger on that deal.
Let's go.
Because you fucking know.
It's got to be in you. You know
it's got to be in you. And that confidence gets earned.
You got to earn it. Confidence comes from confidence.
Yeah. People are like, oh, you have swag. Yeah, maybe so. But also I worked really fucking hard to earn this swag. Yeah. And what you see is not hot air. I built this shit. Yeah. I know where it came from. I know where the foundation is. And I know if it does anything in any direction, why and how to fix it.
It's in you, not on you.
Yeah, it is in you, not on you. Yeah. When you're built out of it, it's different. When they say built different, that's because you built that.
You got to build it. And no one can do it for you.
And that's why it's so obtuse to people when they don't understand like why certain people act the way they do or can speak as freely as they can speak. I'm a free man because I built my life. Not because I'm arrogant and not worried that people will attack me. Yeah, I'm certain they'll attack me. I'm confident in the fortress I built.
Come on,
that's what you got to do. That'll give you more than faith. You'll know.
Yeah. That couldn't say it better myself.
We have Luke. Justin, if you were speaking to yourself 20 years from now in the future, what is one thing that you would ask him?
I never heard that question before. They usually ask in the past, right?
Yeah.
What would you
honestly?
Ask? Yeah.
Do I know who I am? If I know who I am, I'll be like, what's it like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's it like?
20 years in the future?
20 years in the future? See, I'll be what? 19?
No, not the past, the future.
Wait, what?
He's asking the future.
Yeah, that's the view part.
Yeah, the future. So you be fucking almost 60.
If I have to
50 something.
So am I asking my 60-year-old version?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already gonna know.
Yeah.
Because I keep that folder called the rocking chair.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So I have this relationship with the older version of myself. Oh. So anytime I'm doing my biggest real estate deal, or I'm contemplating something, or I just made a bunch of money, or I had a kid or whatever I'm doing, I make selfie videos. I'm like when I'm in Europe doing supercar rallies and I'm pissed drunk in some stall in the middle of Spain, I'm with Tristan and Andrew and 20 whoopies. I'll make videos to myself about what's going on in my life. And I hold them in this folder called the rocking chair. Because my number one goal, and I think a lot of people don't understand this, you know how old people will say anything they want, they don't care anymore. My number one goal is to make the 80-year-old version of myself that can't work anymore, who's sitting in a rocking chair, smoking a cigar, drinking coffee. I want him to think back and be like, I was so proud of the 35-year-old version of Justin, the 37, 38, the 42, the 19. My goal is to make him proud of me. Yeah. And so I talk to him a lot, and I tell him what I'm going through. And I tell him, like, man, this is the biggest deal I ever bought. I'm raising money from this dude in Saudi, you know, gonna get this deal done. This is where the interest rates are. I'm scared, but I ain't no pussy. Bet. I'll see you in the rocking chair. I talk to him. Come on. Yeah. And that relationship is very healthy for me. That's interesting. That's super dope. Yeah. And I write eulogies to him to tell him how my life turned out. Yeah. So I never heard nothing like that. I future pace myself. Yeah. I do that a lot. That's super deep. Try it, bro. Sit down next week and write a eulogy. Imagine. Okay, check this out. I've had guys do this events before. Later this week, when you have time, sit down, close your eyes, and imagine all the people you love and respect are in one room. I'll be there, right? And then write what the gentleman giving your eulogy is going to say about you in your life in front of all the people you care about. Do that. It's a dark exercise. Yeah. But it's a very healthy exercise to do. And you have to map it all out, like what your career was like, what you accomplished, what people remember you for, your impact, what kind of father you were, what kind of man you were. Did you keep your word? Were you loyal? Would you take a bullet for your boy? All these different things. Shove that into one document. Read it 4 times a year and update it. Okay. Keep the updates on the Word doc. Watch yourself change. Okay. I like it, man. Hey, bro. I like it. I like it. That was hard. You're going to get some goosebumps on that. But who else would you talk to? Yeah. Of course, there's God. But everybody has different flavors of God and everything. But ultimately, at the end of the day, who you want to be the most happy with how your life turned out? Yeah. You. Yeah. Yeah. You owe it to yourself. I advise you talk to that man. I like that. Yeah. I like what you get there. All right. Yeah. Let's run through these other ones.
We have the HVAC podcast.
What up, homie?
Partnering up on a HVAC business in northern Alabama. Any advice? I'm moving on January 5th and currently 33% owner.
Yeah, I would just say if you have partners that you guys need to really sit down, draw the organizational board, understand that each of you are going to carry and have certain hats in that organizational board, positions that you're responsible for, which should have statistical data to go along with it, that you all understand that each of you are doing your job. And that way there's no ambiguity around who does what. Another thing I would deeply consider is discussing what you all want to do once you're successful, because you'll find in some partnerships that people, once the money comes, want different things for their career. And so you might want to identify those things and create buyout options for people that don't want to work hard anymore once the money starts rolling in. Yeah. So those are some things I would consider. Another thing that I think is very important is making sure, I'm assuming it's 3 partners because it's 33% ownership. I'm going to make that assumption, but even if it was 2, make for damn sure that each person in the partnership is bringing something that the other person does not have but needs. I don't need 2 of me in a business. Yeah. I need 1 me and then somebody that has a skill set that's separate from mine to make that partnership worth it. Yeah. A lot of people partner with people because they're alike. And I don't think that could be any bigger of a mistake. Yeah. You got to be complementary. Right. They have to, and they have to be equally important. And since we're on the topic of construction, sales, the books, and running the field And do not forget the bookkeeping. That is what will make you go bankrupt. Not understanding that. Make sure these things are covered and that it is widely known across the board with you and the other partners who is responsible for what and by what statistical category, or you will have a shit show on your hands, my friend. Good luck. That's a great trade to go into. That's big money. HVAC, the MEPs are big money. Go commercial as soon as you can. Get this organizational board and this operating agreement in place with those partners and make a bag.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Cool. What else have we got?
We have Kyle. Start saying both you, I own a business that sources virtual assistants to owners and real estate agents. How do I find a mentor who is in my space?
Sometimes we got to decode these motherfuckers, man. Sometimes it's like the Riddler wrote us the shit, man. You know,
start saying both you, I, a business that sources.
I'm going to assume it's start.
You figure it out.
I think he said I started my business that finds virtual assistants.
Yeah, start saying I own a business that sources virtual assistants to owners and real estate.
Man.
How do I find a mentor?
First, you want to get this app called Grammarly. And,
then you start writing emails. Good question though.
Good question, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, just you're not the only person placing virtual assistants. I'm pretty sure that you could go into YouTube right now and type in how to get a personal assistant, and some dickhead selling a course on YouTube is going to show you how to do it. Like, buy his course, make him your mentor. I mean, like, what you're doing is no offense, but it's not particularly special. You just took a niche thing like real estate and put a VA to it. So it's really going to be about marketing for you in English. And from there, man, there's nothing you can't do.
People underestimate the power of courses. Like, a lot of people like to demonize them, man. But
I have a million. Over $1 million, of course.
Bro, I spent all Sunday going through 2 courses.
Me too. I still take courses. All the time I take courses. I just don't like tell people.
But I do it all because it's like it's the new book, right? Because you got to think. Books are great, especially if you want some timeless knowledge, right? You know, but by the time but some of the stuff, like the stuff I was studying over the weekend, like some AI shit, it's like by the time the book's out, it's obsolete, right? But the course can come out quick, you know, because the book has to be published, editor, all that shit. Then, you know, by the time the book's out, some of these shit is obsolete. The way shit is moving so fast. So courses, I don't know. People underestimate.
You know the thing about courses too is like, I still get excited when I buy a course.
Like,
I can't wait. It's like I'm like, you know, some people got a TV show they like, and they can't wait to watch it till it comes on. It's like, I can't wait to hop on that couch and hit the play button. And like, because I'm excited because I feel like I'm about to grow. It entertains me.
I spent 12 hours on Sunday going through these 2 courses. I had on my other computer, I had NFL Red Zone on mute, right, just to see what's going on. But I spent 12 hours.
Man. I'm actually taking a course right now too, bro. I still do it.
Yeah, man.
And what's funny is like the person doesn't even know I'm in their course. Or in their group. I'm in their group. Now, I'm not in the group, but I'm technically in the group. Like, I don't interact. I'll watch the course. But man, I still do it all the time.
The motherfuckers have special, like, I've motherfuckers who are like less successful than me, but they might have something I can learn. If I can get one thing,
they got it in that one little area, or whatever it is.
And if you can apply it to shit that we already got going, like if you learn one thing, it can like speed you up fast if you're already going fast.
And that's a great point. You should never let success make you arrogant.
No.
I think that you want to talk about a growth killer. Get a little success and become arrogant. See what happens to your ass. Yeah, man.
That's why I'm always reading a study, just like you, you know?
1,000%.
Always
reading a book or taking a course or asking my friends, like, man, I'll ask you questions and stuff.
Yeah,
you ask me quick, bro, we're boys. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't ever make the mistake of letting success make you arrogant. It's the biggest mistake you can make.
Man, I was talking to my homie Splash Man, and I mentored Splash Man for years since he was 16, right? And he's doing really well now. He's got his own agency. And but he was telling me about something, and I sit down and asked him mad questions. I was taking notes, and then I used that shit to make a lot of money You know what I'm saying? And even, because when you can apply something to your shit, you can take it to the next level, Let's run through these last questions real quick. I know we got to bounce. We on here a little. It's all good, man.
Put that Zen in my pocket at that ballet.
Money moves. What up, homie?
We have Money Moves. What's up, guys? What do you think about splitting my hourly rate to hire an assistant to help me develop a product course? My part-time pays $90 an hour, and I would pay them $30 an hour, or should I do it solo?
It depends what the development is.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mean like developing an app. Maybe just like building a course out. That's hard for me to answer that.
It's difficult. It's difficult without more context.
So let's just go to leverage.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah.
As a businessman, the more you can understand and refine your ability to leverage, the better you'll do.
Yeah.
I have over 300 people that work for me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'll tell you that understanding the art of that, having that relationship, having the statistics there that people know they have to hit, being able to track those things, being able to, set goals and have a team hit it. It's one of the best skills. And I'll tell you who's really good for that. I don't know if you've read this group of books, but Patrick Lencioni is one of the best. The Ideal Team Player, Death by Meeting, The 5 Roles of a CEO. There's a series of books about team building.
Okay.
And I think Patrick is one of the best. He's in my top 5 authors.
Oh, really?
That really helped me grow my business. Patrick Lencioni.
All right, I'm gonna check this shit out, man.
His question is really about leverage. Do I know if the numbers work for him versus product? I'm not sure because of the question, but I can tell you, understanding and committing to leverage as an investment in your business is one of the most powerful things you can do, even if it is a big hire. The first time I hired an estimator, which was a very pivotal point in my career because now he's just spitting it out. Right? Yeah. All I did was sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and I did the math. I make Thomas do this now with spreadsheets if he wants to hire somebody. I said, okay, this guy cost me $1,000 a week. This was in like 2014, maybe. I said, okay, let's say that's 52 grand a year, probably 60, 70 out the door taxes, right? If this dude wins me 2 fucking jobs,
it pays for it.
He will pay for himself.
Yeah.
I did 30 last year by myself, estimating it from a truck seat. Why would I not hire this man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's that kind of simple math that you have to do sometimes to pull the trigger, because a lot of people focus on the 70 grand.
Yeah. Nice.
What they should be focusing on is the 5 million in sales that the guy could give you. And then you do worst case. Okay, well, I think he can win me 5 million. Cool. Multiply it times 0.85 or 0.8. Okay, 4 million. How much did he cost? 70 grand. What's my profit margin? 30, 35%.
Come on.
On a minute. Fuck. Hired.
Yeah.
So the question's about leverage. And I just want to make sure that all you guys understand that hiring and developing employees that you don't have to fire because you don't want to fire them because you do not need the ego boost is the most profitable, lucrative thing you can ever do. Treat them right, find ways for them to make good money so they stay. And you will have businesses that spit out cash for you for a very long time. I do not work in my construction business at all. 0%.
Wow.
I cannot go on a job all year long and make millions of dollars.
That's amazing.
Right. The point of his question is that doesn't come from anything other than building systems, building people, doing that simple math to see if that employee can be profitable to you, and then moving forward and actually doing that in the right way. So I advise you to read everything you can about hiring whatever position that you need to hire, understand how to manage them, help develop them, remove the roadblocks that'll come, because now that's what your job's going to be. Set them up to be graceful so they can make you rich.
Check out he was on the podcast, dude named Dan Martell. You met Dan?
Dan Martell is very good.
I
watch Dan Martell content. I think it's great.
Yeah, he's been on the podcast. That's the homie, man. He's got his book called Buy Back Your Time. Check it out. I think
you should read that book.
Dan's the homie. Y'all should meet, man. You know
we talk, and he came here to Miami recently.
Yeah, I was with him,
and I just missed him. I think he was on Eric's boat.
Oh shit!
And I think I was having surgery. Honestly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah,
man.
I like Dan.
Yeah,
I like Dan.
Yeah.
I've not met him officially, but we spoke.
All right. What else we got?
All right, we got Players Lounge that says thoughts on Myron being on Drake's op list.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what that
I'm
is.
not familiar with
what's
that.
an op list.
A list of fucking enemies.
It's from 50 Cent announcing on a podcast.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, brother.
Well, I'll tell you my thoughts are this. Congratulations, Myron.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you get the
bro,
biggest artist in the world. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, if Myron is on his op list and Drake's on mine.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm afraid so.
Baby hands.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, bro. I hate it. I love your music. Girls like girls. I like to use that to set a tone or two. But, nah, man, I ride with Myron to the end, just like all my other boys, man.
Yeah, gotta ride with the homies, man.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll see what I can do to try to broker some peace, But if we can't get peace,
man,
then
we can't negotiate a treaty. Then,
we're going to listen, man.
Bro, I'm not turning on my boy.
Nah, I can't turn on the homies, man. Hopefully we can come to a peaceful revolution.
Maybe y'all can do the podcast.
Maybe we can broker.
Y'all already put ratchet rappers on the show. You might as well put Drake on there. He's good.
Man. I'm at that.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out.
We gotta figure that out.
Myron, we'll call a huddle.
Yeah.
But good job, G.
Hey, shout,
bro. Yes. You know what it takes to get you can tell the size of a man by the size of his problems. It's one of my favorite quotes. If you got on Drake's enemy list from a YouTube channel, you have done something.
You've done something important, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you got boys that are so loyal, they're like, "Fuck Drake." That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So Myron, I got
academics to fucking clean. Academics is cool, both of them, man. I'm gonna tell academics, Big Ack. I'm gonna have to holler at him and tell him
because I do love Drake.
I mean, I'm a big fan.
Bro. I like Drake. So ideally, I don't want to have to hate him.
Yeah.
Because I do like Drake.
Yeah. I want to still be able.
I actually know a couple guys that know him. Maybe I can get.
We got to figure this out. We got to figure this out. All right. What else we got?
We have the father. Thoughts on being a realtor?
So I mean, it's basically being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's kind of
I think 2% of agents really do all the selling.
Yeah,
a lot of times it's a bullshit job, but
there's a lot of girls in Miami who say they're realitators,
but they're really just prostitutes.
They're really just really just hookers.
I mean, they're fappers.
Yeah.
So if you really love it and you got a goal, that's obviously not where you want to end up. You could be a broker. There's a million things you can do, but you can learn a lot about it in the process with other people's money.
And it's a sales job too.
It is a sales job, but it's also a marketing job.
That's true.
It's very much a marketing job because to really put the best foot forward with a house, you need a process and a system. You got to fly, you got to fly the drone. You got to run ads. You got to do the Facebook.
You got to prep the house. I remember one of my first mentors was a
photographer.
No, he was an agent.
Yeah,
he wasn't an agent. He was a broker, so he had his own brokerage.
Right. Yeah,
and we used to have to stage the house.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we had to do construction on shit. Right. It was
it was cool now because now they do AI furniture. Bro, it looks real.
Yeah, but when he had to stage it for the open house. Make it look like a crib.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So now you're hiring court furniture to come in and fill the place up with
a designer. Storage of furniture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's marketing and it's sales. So he was at a high level though.
But understand this. If you can get to that high level, you can own a market.
Yeah.
These pussies ain't out here beating the streets. Like the guys that are really about it, I don't give a fuck what industry you're in. Yeah. If you bang harder than everybody else, you will win.
You know what he used to do? Because he had to go look at places all the time, right? And he had like a nice cars, right? But it was in DC, so he had a scooter, like a moped. But he said he can get around faster. He didn't have to worry about parking, so he can see more houses per day.
That's right.
Like that's the kind of hustle he had,
Yeah, man, you gotta think that way. I love driving for dollars, man. I still to this day, it's just in me. I drive neighborhoods looking for distressed houses. Yeah, and I send pins to my team, and I offer people on the house.
Oh shit!
Yeah, sight unseen.
Come on,
dude. I bought 300 doors in the last 18 months, and I think all of them except one property I got via teaching my VA how to find trailer parks through Google Earth.
Oh shit!
Going to the Secretary of State looking up the LLC and then skip tracing to get the phone number.
Come on.
I'll call and offer people on site. I'll give
love
you this
real
one.
Estate.
Bro, I love winning.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And I think the cool thing about being a real estate investor particularly is you get to solve problems, but you also get to do a little spy work. You got to underwrite that market. Where's the nearest coffee shop? You know, or where's the nearest Walmart? Yeah. Or if you're Section 8, where's the next payday loans? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the game is, man. But yeah, it's people think that you're just passionate about something because, you know, you're good at it. Yeah. But where I think passion really comes from and competency really comes from is a curiosity. And then that curiosity leads to digging. That digging leads to knowledge. Yeah. That knowledge leads to the competency and the confidence that it takes to step forward and go ahead and offer on a property when it's not even for sale. Come on. I'm trying to get them pregnant. Yeah. I'm trying to get them pregnant, you know, because I got due diligence. Come on, man. To, you know, make sure that they're telling the truth. So I think if you want to go be an agent, man, go do it. But if you're going to do it, hit it hard. Let's go. Let's go. And then we got the last one. Another $50. Man, this guy, man.
This isn't a question. It's a comment. And to end the night from PHPTRT says, Brandon, I just sent you a line on IG. Both of you men have a lot to offer the world. Much respect.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, everything man.
You do, man.
Come on, man. Shout out to you, brother. That's what's up. I'm gonna hit you back. Yo, we got to get up out of here. Justin, man, where can they find out more about you? I know we got your Instagram in the description.
Yeah. So you can make it Instagram. On Twitter, I'm Waller7J. Sign up for my daily newsletter. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go to J Waller Daily and join the Telegram. J Waller on Telegram. Okay. All right. And then if they want to join your real estate program, Allies. Yeah. If you want to join Allies, just message me on Instagram. Allies is Justin Justin Win WIN Waller WALLER 7 on Instagram. We got some guys making some serious bags in there, man. I'm seeing checks every day, 40, 50 grand, 60 grand, 15, 10, 40, bro, all over the place. We'll teach you how to wholesale correctly, how to find the deal, how to negotiate the deal, how to get to the closing table, and how to change your life, man. You do this one time, you taste this blood one time, and I can guarantee you any 9 to 5 you're working, you will dismiss. Come on. Let's go. Guys, this has been another episode of the Victory Talk podcast. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're trying to be an online fitness trainer, right? Is that something you're into, right? I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. The link is in the description. Now, if you want to do it, you want to like get into it now, because when they get a rush of people trying to get right for the new year, you want to be ready. Right, we help you get set up. That book will help you get set up. Yeah, they need to start that shit right now. They can't start getting ready in January. Yeah, the wave is coming. Y'all better get on that shit right now. You better catch the wave. You want. You have to be set up, have the system ready to be able to funnel the people and the leads through the machine. Y'all need to act now. You want to give yourself a Christmas present. Yeah. You want to do fitness. Brandon's the truth. Let me just say something about Brandon for a second. I'm not going to shut up, Brandon. I remember being in my mid to late 20s, watching Brandon when he still had his apartment in New York, the little shithole he had, making protein shakes with his little camera set up. And I wanted to do YouTube so badly. And he was one of the main channels I watched. And so a lot of these people, they can work out, they can come off a high school football career and start a fitness career and start teaching, you know, people how to make money doing fitness online. But Brandon is a 20-year vet of this game. I've been watching him before I was even successful. I don't even know if you were successful yet, but man, I've really enjoyed watching you grow. I don't know another human I know plenty of humans that are good people and on that level, but you're in that handful of guys that I've met in real life that are really about what they say they're about. And you know, through meeting a bunch of influencers that is kind of rare. And so if you're going to learn it from somebody, learn it from Brandon, because a lot of these guys, they just worked out a little bit and they're talking shit and trying to sell you something and they don't know what's behind it. But I can tell you, Brandon is the fucking truth. I've been around him enough. You're making the right decision. You're going to pick the right man. Come on. So if you're going to hire a man to do a job, hire the best one.
Man, I appreciate it. That's high praise. Thank you, brother. Awesome, man.
Ain't nothing but the truth,
every time
guys.
you tell me you used to watch my show, like, damn, man, that's what's up, man. You never know what you.
You never know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
And since it's like that's what's up. Anyway, man, guys, every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Victory Talk. Holla at y'all.